I would have been a tree. I wouldn't even understand what is colonization because it wouldn't be on my time. Or why didn't God wait to create me maybe 300 or 400 years from now, so that after Biafra will be restored, the generation that time we wouldn't even understand what went back. But I see it is destiny. So we have to confront it. We have to face the reality. That is why we are here always. Always. In order to make sure that we are informed. We inform ourselves. We inform our people about the dangers of not doing something on the situation or about the situation we are in. Do you understand? When we hear, like yesterday I made reference about conquest. When we talk about religion, I made reference about conquest. Many people think that the English we are speaking today, it was an easy ride for United Kingdom. No. Many people thought that when you hear Francophone Africa, Francophone, you hear Anglophone, you hear Lusophone, that it was an easy ride for Europe to take over Africa, to conquer us and influence us, impose their religion, their language on us, even on the whole world. No, it wasn't an easy ride at all. Do you know how many of them died? They perished, so that people, Europeans of this generation, will be enjoying it. You understand? So that somebody will look himself in the mirror as an Italian with Italian passport and be proud of his passport. People died for them to be where they are today. People died for Europeans to conquer. It has not been an easy ride. Selfish people cannot engage in a type of struggle that they might not even benefit from. I hope that people will catch what I'm saying. It takes selflessness. People that are ready to suffer the inconvenience attached to it, to fight. That's why you see during any wartime, when conscription, people know that they have to serve. Some very selfish and that's why you see during any wartime, when conscription, people know that they have to serve. Some very selfish and that's why you see during any wartime, when conscription, people know that they have to serve. Some very selfish and
The Interpol has the list of those people that are sponsoring Boko Haram. I work with Interpol. They should ask, if they don't know, they should ask. The government of Dubai, they have the list of those people. During the trial of those people that were caught, names were mentioned. They have the list. The government also told them that they've arrested 400 sponsors of Boko Haram. Why should the government not try those people and bring peace and harmony and safety to this nation?
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to great Biafrans and lovers of freedom. This is Radio Biafra House of Service coming to you through the auspices of Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Chinasa from Olu province of Biafra land. We are here live and direct today being the 25th day of September 2022. I'm sorry for our being late, although I've been here, but there are things at the background that when conscription, people know that they have to serve. Some very selfish and, you know, freedom fighting of this magnitude. Therefore, we will never fail to confront the reality facing us. It is destiny. Sometimes I resign to destiny. I say, it's destiny. We are born to do this. If we don't do it, we are finished. Sometimes I start asking, I say, why was I not even created? Maybe 11th century. By now, maybe, I don't know, I would have been a tree. I wouldn't even understand what is colonization because it wouldn't be on my time. Or why didn't God wait to create me maybe 300 to 400 years from now? So that after Biafra would be restored, the generation that time, we wouldn't even understand what went back. But I see it is destiny. So we have to confront it. We have to face the reality. That is why we are here, always. Always. In order to make sure that we are informed, we inform ourselves, we inform our people about the dangers of not doing something on the situation or about the situation we are in. You understand? When we hear, like yesterday I made reference about conquest. When we talk about religion, I made reference about conquest. Many people think that the English we are speaking today, it was an easy ride for United Kingdom. No. Many people thought that when you hear Francophone Africa, Francophone, you hear Anglophone.
Bishop na I'm a clone agent. I'm dealing on phones and the phones accessories. Registering people's SIM card. Now look at my shop. Both they show glass. They can.
Welcome back. Sorry for the technical hitch, please, but it's been taken care of. As I was saying, it takes selfless people, a selfless person, in order to engage in something that might not hold on, please. Let me fix this once and for all. Okay. As I was saying, what we are doing, many people have died. You know, during the Biafra war, it's not every man that volunteered, that are required to volunteer to serve in the military, that served. Some are hiding, some hid, some run away. volunteered, that are required to volunteer to serve in the military, that served. Some are hiding, some hid, some run away. Volunteered, that are required to volunteer to serve in the military, that served. Some are hiding, some hid, some run away. Volunteered, that are required to volunteer to serve in the military, that served. Some are hiding, some hid, some run away. During any wartime, when conscription, people know that they have to serve. Some very selfish and that's why you see during any wartime, when conscription, people know that they have to serve. Some very selfish. Let me see. So as I was saying, please let me know that my voice is coming out. Please, I need that confirmation. I need it urgently before we continue. I need it urgently before we continue to the business of the day. Because I need inbox, please, that my voice is coming out, please, because I'm seeing my dashboard sometime a turn gray. Yes, I think my voice is coming out. Okay, my voice is coming out. So what we are doing is selfless service. It takes more than ordinary human being. Yes. Okay. It takes more than ordinary human being. Okay, thank you very much for your confirmation. Yeah. It takes more than human being to do this type of selfless work. Something you know that you might not benefit, you might die inside. Our leader prayed, he said, God, if it is my death, my blood that is needed for Biafra to come, that Chukwuokike should remove his life. Do you know what it means? Even in the Bible, when Moses prayed that prayer, God was annoyed against Moses. When God was killing the Jews, the Israelis, thank you very much for your confirmation. It's okay. I've seen it. I've seen them. So when the Israelis sinned against Chukwuokike Abiama, and they were being punished, being beaten by snake, being punished, people were falling left and right. Moses started calling God. He said, no, remove my name from the book of life. Kill me instead of killing these people. Why are you still killing these people? Which kind of God are you? And God was even annoyed and surprised at Moses. He said, are you the person that sinned? Why should I kill you? You know God likes reasonability. Come, let us make man in our image. Which means God likes discussion. He likes arguments. So Moses prayed this type of prayer that our leader prayed. He said, but how can I punish you? That thing shocked God, and God stopped immediately killing the people. He said, no, this type of man, I never seen him before. Why will I kill you? You sin against me. Why should I kill you? Now, people that sin against, I will kill, not you. So it takes more than it takes more than ordinary human being to have this type of mentality. And that is why the fight we are engaging, I'm telling you, is a selfless fight. Any person, any group of people that are there, anyway, I'm not going to preempt. Mazi Chinasa will clarify everything. Telling people, support Biafra now, support ESN, they kidnap you. These are not our people, please. Mazi Chinasa will talk more about this, and he's here with me. Therefore, let us go to the business of the day. What we are doing is voluntary work. It is not by force. You volunteer. That is why some people, when they hear, broadcasting this type of work on IPOB, they use speed to enter. Hey, I can. When they enter, because for them, you are being paid, you are getting the whole world. But when they entered with his speed and saw that, hey, this thing is not easy. Even you are putting your own. With that speed they come, they run away. It takes more than ordinary human being in order to engage, to be a volunteer in what we are doing. Therefore, without taking much time, I will bring in, because time has gone already. We are 30 minutes late. I will bring in Mazi Chinasa Nworu to come in and present himself and go on to the business of the day. Mazi, can you hear me?
Yes, Mazi Chinasa, I can hear you very clearly.
There, Mazi, welcome.
Thank you so much. Mazi Chinedu Jonathan Kachuko Kikabiaba pụrụ ime ihe niile. Dube gị, chebe gị, unu niile ndị na-anọ na redio Biafra, unu niile bụ ndị na-ekwuchitere ọnụ ụmụ Biafra, Chukwu okike abịama. Anyị abịala n'oge awa ugbu a ka anyị kpọkuo gị, kpọkuo ụmụ Chineke ebe niile ha nọ n'ụwa niile. A sị na onye ọbụla na-achụ ụmụ Biafra na-asị na ọchụ nwa ọkụkọ nwada, nwa ọkụkọ nwa ọsọ. Onweghị onye anyị ji nke ya, ihe anyị bịara bụ nwere onwe anyị. Onye si na anyị agaghị enweta Biafra, ọ ga-ejikwa ala zere mmiri. Chukwu okike abịama, anyị abịala n'oge awa ugbu a ka anyị kọwara ụmụ Biafra otu o si dịrị anyị, kọwara ha ihe na-anaghị edo ụfọdụ ha anya. N'ihi na ndị Igbo si na ọba agbavuo ofe mmanụ na ọ naghị atọzi ụtọ. Ọ bụrụ na ndị mmadụ mebie ije anyị na-aga wite izu oshi, ihe mpụ niile n'ala Biafra, Biafra agaghị abịa. N'ihi na mbọ niile anyị na-agba inweta Biafra abụghị ka a bịa atọ ọnụ ala Biafra na ala ndị ohi, ndị na-egbu ụmụ mmadụ ibe ha, egbu ụmụnne ha. Chukwu okike abịama, ka anyị bịara n'abalị a ka anyị kwuoro ụmụ Biafra okwu n'ụwa niile, nye anyị amamihe, nye anyị obi umeala, nye anyị nghọta pụrụ iche. Ma ọ bụla ndị iro anyị, ndị kwunyere redio Biafra na ntị na-ege ma zotuo ezotuo, Chukwu abịama meghee ụbụrụ ha ka ha ghọta ije anyị na-aga. Anyị ma na onweghị ihe i mere nwaanyị ọkpụ ịkwa ya hapụ ịkwa gị ike. Anyị ma na onweghị otu ọbụla anyị ga-esi kọwaa ya, onye iro gị ga-achọkwa n'ịbụ onye iro ya. Mana Chukwu abịama, n'aka gị ka anyị raara ihe niile nye. Ka anyị na-eme nke a, otito dịrị gị, ịja mma dịrị gị. Fellow Biafrans and all the lovers of freedom, my name is Mazi Chinasa Nworu. Mazi Chinasa Nworu served the indigenous people of Biafra as a member of the Directorate of State, headed by Mazi Chike Doziem, under the supreme leader of indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is presently castrated in the DSS dungeon. We pray for God's protection We pray for understanding in all we are doing. As we have come this evening to talk to our people to clarify issues that are very pertinent to what we are doing, I will say, wherever you are, tell your friends, tell your families who are not around to listen. We know we are in a freedom fighting. We know criminality will destroy everything we are doing. We are coming on radio every time I'm coming on radio to shout about criminality because I know the consequences of criminality in what we are doing. We want to make sure that we differentiate so that evil crimes that are not committed by IPOB will not be used against IPOB. Anyone we do, we will accept that we do, but the one we didn't do a crime against our own people, we will not accept it, because this is exactly what destroyed Masol. Criminality, kidnapping, ransom taking, and the Biafra restoration under Wazirike got destroyed. People lose trust. People never believe somebody will ever rise again to continue the restoration of Biafra. In our presence, we do not want what happened to Masol to happen to IPOB. Because some elements, what played out during Masol time is also playing out now. But we are IPOB, we have the radio, we have the social media. We can confront these things because these are agents of Nigerian government, how they have structured them. But what they fail to understand that we are the new generation. With one text message, with one post, we can educate our people. We can let people understand. What people do not understand is that they don't know that criminality happening in our land is one of the reasons they are holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today. That is what many of you don't understand. They have tried to sign a case against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that he broadcasted on the radio, he broadcasted here, he broadcasted there, and they could not, those accusations have no substance. It cannot hold waters in the court of law. Now they dip into criminality. People who are using the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to commit heinous crimes. The victims are there, those who survived. Those who died, their families are telling the stories. And this evening, I'm going to make these things very clear to the public. And make it very clear to the Nigerian government that they cannot use these criminals to hold our leader hostage. Because every day they gather evidence, they gather intelligence report, presenting it to the government that these criminalities happening in these places are being sponsored by Nnamdi Kanu and the ESN. That these things, these butchers, these murderers, these human traffickers, they are all doing these things saying they are raising money for the struggle for Biafra, which they are not. There are thousands of victims in Biafra land presently as we are talking. Communities are lamenting. Businessmen, our own breeds, are crying. Everybody is saying, is this the type of Biafra they want us? They might not come out on the social media and they shout and scream, but they are dying in pain. Communities are destroyed. And today, I have come to inform Biafrans to understand how to separate the wheat from the chaff. do not glorify any crime that is taking away the lives of our people, and you are being deceived. It is for Biafran freedom or for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We have educated people in this struggle. We have professionals, businessmen, scientists, lawyers, reputable people. We cannot afford, the leadership of IPOB cannot afford to allow criminality to dent the image of these honorable men who have come out to support the freedom for the restoration of Biafra. Presently, this IPOB leadership, we are not Buhari's government. We are not politicians that we blame. For example, for 8 years, this APC government is in the power. They blame all their failures on Jonathan. This is IPOB leadership. The DOS headed by Mazi Chinasa Nworu, and all of us in the DOS, we never blame anybody against anything we are doing. We will never wait until we do the right thing. We won't allow somebody to tell us to do the right thing, because we know at the end of this game, the question Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will ask every one of us that are left with responsibility will be, what did you do in my absence? You were handed over this structure, this affair, to manage it. You know we are in the freedom fighting, and at the end of the day, he will say, I was in the DSS dungeon. He will even say some messages people claim that Onyendu told them. Onyendu can come out tomorrow and say, I did not deliver those messages. He can come out tomorrow and say, I did not. And when he said he did not deliver those messages, you as a leader, you as one of the leaders, why didn't you use your description and make a perfect judgment on the situation around you? Is there anything we want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to tell us from the DSS dungeon he has not educated us before on this radio Biafra? Is this IPOB leadership bringing any new rules that are alien to this struggle? If you are not ready to be part of this struggle, you can step aside. And those who are interested to protect this struggle, to hold, because of the lives of our people that we have lost, I, Chinasa Nworu, is not scared of anything. I am only scared to disappoint Biafrans. That is only my worry. I do not want to disappoint you people. Most of you, maybe, are talking because you don't know IPOB. Had it been, maybe I will wear some suit, put on a beret, all this while coming on Facebook, put some pancake and make some lipstick. But some of you would by now and said, yes, you are the leader. Some of you would have put a problem between Chike Doziemu and me, that everybody is dragging to be the leader. But I'm very, very happy, and I respect this current DOS. I have been in IPOB, and I have seen this name. I could remember what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said in April 2017, I mean to say, when he gathered this DOS, he said, I believe I have gathered the men who will restore this Biafra. He said it when he came out from the prison in 2017. He said, I know this breed of people I have gathered. Members of the DOS who are listening to me, they can confirm this. He said, this is the DOS. I don't know why he said that, but there must be something. He knew that the men he selected, he knew they were men to be trusted. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not only my leader, because in my life I have never gotten a role model. I do not have a role model. All people ask a role model. I do not have a role model, but it is after the emergence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu I start to see a role model, somebody I can look up to. I did not make. If people talk, I grew up, I was playing football. I never said this is my role model. No, I didn't know why until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came. If you ask people, I am not that normal man everybody used to know. I am a different breed. What you like, I don't like. I have not come for any one of you to applaud this struggle, applaud me, to give me an accolade. I have not come for you to praise me. I have not come for you to come and love me. I came so that we will march side by side with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I never knew that this day will come when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not be present. I never knew. Since he came out from the zoo, I never in my life dreamed that one day, at this particular moment, he won't be here. And that is the challenge most of us are facing. I, Chinasa Nworu, will never blame anybody if I fail. I will fail if I decided to fail. What we are doing is about the life of our people, the freedom for our people. Any mistake you make takes away a life of a Biafran. And that is why we are very careful in our decision makings. We are very careful in anything we do. But if you have found yourself in a situation, they are using you as a tool to destabilize this struggle, we won't take it lightly with you. People come, they said we are doing this thing because we know after Biafra comes there will be an internal civil war. And I tell you, it's a lie. There won't be war. People come here and they talk about, yes, we can learn from what have happened to others. We can learn what's happening in Sudan. People giving example in Sudan. Yes, Sudan finished and fighting a war. No, it is the creation of the British people who want them to be fighting between Ray Mashar and what's his name? Silva Kia. That is it. People do not know about Sudan. They are talking. Sudan there have been internal war in Sudan between the Nuer, the Denka, and the Shilluk. Why they were even fighting for their freedom, for cattle. While South Sudan was fighting with Sudan, the Shilluk, the Nuer, and the Denka were fighting for cows for years, decades of years, even before they got independence. In Biafra land, there is no internal war. They are breeding people that as soon as the Biafra restoration happens, they want to grip power. They are building people. Britain is building people. Some Western world are building people. They know Biafrans are going. They know the restoration of Biafra is real. They build people because they said, no, this country can't have their freedom and IPOB will have a grip on that country. They are building their saboteurs, the infiltrators. We know. We are not in the 1960s. But I will tell you something before we go to the point of the day. There are certain things people don't understand that fell. The Biafran Civil War fell. When the Biafran Civil War fell, this is from Colonel Obosi. Remaining of them who survived, they promised them that we are going to regroup you people as a guerrilla team so that you continue the fight for the restoration of Biafra. They flew many of them to Cote d'Ivoire, flew to Gabon, Sao Tome. Most of them that we flew to Gabon, they were given the promises, don't worry, we send you there, we train you, you come back and continue the Biafran Civil War. In Gabon, in Cote d'Ivoire, that most of them moved to. Gradually, they send this one, you have to go to training for this, for that in Canada. After that, we come back. There was no, it was letter writing and all these stuff. These they sent to America. You are going to be there to study this and study that. These they sent to France. They start to distribute them around the world. All of them start to lose contact. They cannot write, even if they write letter to each other. The British MI5, we read about it. They separated all of them. But unfortunately, this time around, IPO became, we already all around the world with social media, with telephones, with everything we communicate. That is why sometimes when they go home and tell some people, we will send you abroad, it is no more moving the people. Because if you are a saboteur, you sabotage us on ground. They send you abroad, we will grab you. Some of you who committed crime in Biafra land and all, some of you have run into Ghana. We will catch you in Ghana. Some of you have run into Lagos. We are going to catch you in Lagos. You will come and answer the crimes. The people you massacred, stole their car, you took money from them. And they are moving with pain that Mazi Nnamdi sent people to take money from them. Take their properties. And this IPOB leadership, as long as I, Mazi Chinasa Nworu, is still in this struggle, I will never be a party to any group killing, committing crimes against our own people we have come to protect, taking ransom from them with the name of Mazi Nnamdi, taking ransom and killing them that Mazi Nnamdi gave authorization. He never gave anybody any authorization to do such. All of you doing that, you are all cheap criminals sponsored by the Nigerian government to destroy the restoration of Biafran project. Mazi Chinedu, I will stop here as we pick on the topics of the day, which our first topic, insecurity in Biafra land and the need to be alert. Thank you, Mazi Chinedu.
We must continue. Do not forget that today is the 25th day of September, being Sunday, 2022. We are here live and direct with Mazi Chinasa Nworu. Okay, Mazi, what I want you to also talk about. Yes. Can you hear me?
I'm with you.
Yes, okay. Okay. So, you know, what is happening in our land, many parts of Biafra land, is mind-boggling. When we talk about what all these people are doing, sponsored by the Nigerian government, because, you know, they know what they are doing. They want to destroy IPOB with criminality. Now, what about people that are following these gangs? Because they are not working alone. You know, according to some testimonies, you see them in some villages in some parts of Biafra land, as many as possible, 20, 30, even more. What do you tell the people? Because I mean the people behind, and also you make it clear, many people in our land today that are suffering this, some of them are confused. Just as you said, is this how Biafra will come? They are killing us, while our leader courts in Abuja have to say something personally from him, of which people should understand. How do you control this? How do you tell the people, the Biafrans, that are suffering this? We saw people that are being collected taxes, daily taxes from traders in our markets, causing more pain. Whereas our leader has outlawed contributions or monthly dues in Biafra land. Please, Mazi, put more light and talk more about all this. Over to you.
Mazi Chinasa, thank you so much. I think you did a good, you made elaboration on this question that even everybody is supposed to understand what you are talking about. Mazi, everyone can bear me witness that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came on Radio Biafra and banned contribution of money from Biafra land, that the people in diaspora must sponsor the struggle. Am I right or not?
Of course. You're right.
Saying that our people are suffering so much to level a levy on them. And for that reason, I have been on many occasions. People requested that they want to contribute this Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We say, no, bring it to the leadership. We will take care of the problem. We will go to meet. And because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, because he knew criminality can spread from there. Even, do you know that, Mazi, our people who are in prison, I'm going to elaborate these things, our coordinators, because some bad coordinators, I'm making it very clear, there are some of them who have some kind of behavior. They are so good in taxing people secretly. Now, we have some people in detention. Do you know that our people, some are sick in the prison? When you ask a coordinator or somebody close, why can't you people buy ampiclos, buy medicine and send for them? He told you, Onyendu said we should not collect money. Are you understanding my point?
That is mischief.
They want the leadership to bring money for medicine, ampiclos, something of 5,000, 10,000. Some of our people want the IPOB leadership, and in that case, we solve most of this problem without grudge. Reasons: because Onyendu, because he gave that order, most of them are not happy, because it is a way they are extorting people. Because Onyendu do not want this kind of extortion in Biafra land. Because even though at present time is very difficult for the leadership in terms of finance, but we go extra length to make sure we did not break this tradition. Let me tell you something. When this leadership came in, even before Onyendu put that in, it is this GOS. If you are an IPOB in 2014, 15, do you understand me? 16, when Iranya Omiomio, they were tax masters. Every day contribute. They were tasking IPOB members around the world like tax collectors. But this leadership came in. Mazi Dozemi is there. Other members of the DOS is there. We initiated that we won't tax our people even in diaspora. There is something to do? No. Pay your dues. That is all. Until you see ESN. If you watch before this DOS, it was the time, a defense levy, all this thing, all kind of levy. That administration brought all this levy on our people. This leadership came, we reviewed those things, we said, no, pay your dues before we come up with ESN. Hardly. It was because of ESN that you see people making fundraising. Now, since the formation of ESN, this criminality But every part of Biafra land have the type of crime that are, moving on each area. It is not the same. And we have to be very, very, put everything clear. If you come Enugu, and I'm on Enugu Iguacha Expressway, most of the crime, kidnapping syndicate in this area are Fulani herdsmen and the Nigerian military. These are the people you go towards that Abia North. The kind of crime happening in those areas is Fulani herdsmen with the Nigerian military. Most of them are partaking in the kidnapping prospect going around that area. You come from Enugu, coming from Benue, Kogi to enter Enugu. Most of the crime, kidnapping syndicate in these areas are also Fulani herdsmen. They are also the ones kidnapping and killing. But of recent, as we are pushing the people in Anambra, some of the people from Anambra and Imo, some criminals now are relocating towards Enugu. Now, you come to Imo State, Nnewi South, Ihiala, Lilu, Okpo, this area, Osumohu, Osihituka, Lilu, Uli, all this area, the crimes happening in this space, entering on it now, there are some criminal gangs, some Abu, people who are criminals, they are also participating. You come to this axis I just mentioned, the people committing crime in this axis are our own people, our own Biafran Igbo brothers. Mazi, then you move to Delta State. Most of the crime happening in that area, Fulani herdsmen combined with some criminals also who ran away from Imo State and Anambra towards that side. Then you go to Iguacha, go down to Iguacha, also crimes from some kidnappers, is some of our people from that region with Fulani herdsmen also committing crimes in those areas. Why I separated them in this way for people to understand that the crime is not the same in every state. There are people who are taking charge of a particular crime. Now, I want to specifically mention, I will come down, I will narrow it down between Imo State and Anambra, where most horrible things are happening. You know, what people don't understand, they don't know who is Chinasa Nworu. That is one thing, and I am happy they don't know. Not that they don't know me by face, or they don't know who I am. People knew me. I mean, if you come to Europe, there are people who know me in Europe. I used to be in Europe. You come to Middle East, people have met me. Many places, people knew me. But one thing is they don't know the type of person I am. I don't romance evil. And I don't show off. This struggle is bigger than anybody. We have come to serve our people, to serve so that we can restore a nation. That's why when they talk, I laugh at them. Sometimes when they talk, I will sit somewhere, I will laugh. I laugh at their stupidity. I laugh at their stupidity and the blackmail and greed. Mazi, I will tell people, Imo State people must listen. Those Imo State people, after when you will open this line, if you are from Imo State, you are from this area, you come on Radio Biafra, tell me Chinasa Nworu, you are lying. After I will explain what is happening. Mazi, at the formation of ESN, before we formation of ESN, we have the volunteers. And the volunteers were coming. Ikonso, when Ikonso came in, you know, I laugh at people when they talk. When Ikonso came in as the Imo State commander, Ikonso is a very energetic young man, zeal to work. I still have his voice message till now. Because I used to see the genuity. That man, you say, only sile. O trouble o si de aniga. Only sile. O trouble o si de aniga. I get married in there. I have some of Ikonso voice message where he made a promise. Or some only sile. This is how he used to call me. Ikonso became the commander. Ikonso was mobilizing. Everybody know that in Imo State before IPOB was shaking during the time of Okorocha. Ikonso came in and pulled and made a change. He came genuinely. When Ikonso started rising, he saw also a danger in Imo State, in our mama, in this Abere, also he saw a danger. What is the danger? The drug cartels in Olo. He saw them. He saw what they were doing to the youth. When they saw the rise of Ikonso, how he was mobilizing people in Imo State, couples of them must start approaching Ikonso. They went through the border, they went everything, which Ikonso refused. Hope Uzodinma participated in the jailbreak in Imo State with his drug cartels. They believed that Ikonso was growing the way he was mobilizing people. They have no option to release the criminals from the Imo State jail. To be able to confront that tsunami Ikonso was building to curtail crime and they make sure that Fulani left. I want every Biafran to listen very, very carefully. They started to plan that Ikonso must come to join them. Ikonso was discouraging many youths to join the group of Hope Uzodinma. He was discouraging many youths. He gave many of the youths hope. He gave them the courage that Biafra will come, that we all need to rise up. And there were some bad eggs in IPOB, and although some of them were distributors of Ogu. You see this Ogu they are calling Mozambique. If I am lying, anybody can come here and dispute me. Ogu and the Hope Uzodinma and many other stakeholders, they are the frontline dealers of drugs in Imo State. Ogu is a well-known distributor of drugs. Many of the killers, everybody, as I'm talking, everybody remember Osisi Kamku. When Osisi Kamku was disturbing in Aba, there is one of his right-hand man assassin they called 50 Cent. They were all in prison in Imo State. Number one, Sky. Many of them were in the prison. They were never IPOB members. They were never ESN. Why I'm saying this, and if you people in this area, I'm calling you hear this name, I'm making it very clear. They were never in any part, any ESN officer, any volunteer in IPOB that will come and tell me that in 50 Cent, Sky, number one, were IPOB members or ESN. Let the person come and dispute me here on Radio Biafra. They were the set, they used some set of people and they attacked the Imo State prison. They released the prisoners, 1,000 something prisoners. Mazi, sometimes when there is prison break, all of them run away. Many prisoners will run away even from the state. But ask yourself a question. Why is it that most of the criminals that was released from the Imo State prison, they camped between Olo, Ihiala, Osuihitupa, Lilu, or Sumohu? Ask yourself these questions. Have you asked yourself these questions? The moment those people came in, they mix, they come and they buy. There are some IPOB members, they be able to take those who were not strong. They took some of them. They start to form a criminal gang. That was when people asked, why is Ikonso, why did they kill Ikonso near their house, near their destiny? Why Ikonso? No, because in where Ikonso used to be with some of them, they told him they were after Ikonso's life. He could no more meet some of his men. Everybody leave, they take other place. He was trying to get a place. And it was one of our brother in America. We are investigating everybody, even if it is 10 years. He gave Ikonso, nobody knows. He gave Ikonso a place he was staying. But the guy in Austria that they used to call one Ezawa, all of them, they knew. That is why the question is, Mazi, why is it that when they killed Ikonso, they came to the house of this Ezamo Kamara, they killed Ikonso in his place? Why they didn't set the place on fire? Because anywhere they go, they set people's house on fire. But they killed Ikonso, and they went to Ikonso. They said Ikonso was exchanging gun bullets with them. In a building, somebody was exchanging gun bullets. After you got him, you didn't burn down the place. The Nigerian army tradition, we know. We set the place on fire. But they didn't burn the place. They went to Ikonso's father's compound and set the whole compound where Ikonso did not even attack them. Mazi Chinasa, are you getting my point very clear?
I understand. I'm getting it. You know, as you said, everything will come clear, even if it takes 50 years.
Thank you. We continue to investigate issues. Now, the question we rise, we say, Ikonso, you say you were pursuing Ikonso. Even the person that Ikonso was in his place, who gave Ikonso his place, Ikonso was hiding. How did they know he was there? They came. That day, Ikonso called me. It's only see, I'm seeing where I am. That people, I say where? He said it's one of our brother's house. I used to come in here, but I don't know how these people. I said, okay, go out. He said he's seeing things. But why not go to the camp? He said, no, you know, these guys that he's planning after he will go and see how we will settle those. That is when they have bring out those prisoners. I am telling you, they tell Ikonso, if he come inside there, that they will kill him. Some of them. He started to wonder, our own people, how did they join these criminals? Some of our people, how did they join the criminals? He was shocked. He's trying to see, these people that come out from prison, how did few of you become part of them? I do not want to go deep. Why I am building this case is for people to understand. Because of drug war, they started. IPOB members who they know, they rise up against this and hope now mobilize. Many of them from prison. Some of them, Mazi, 2 days ago in our mama, day before yesterday, I made a post. There was a guy that they killed also, they called Oji something. He was an armed robber. Because he's dead now. Let me say, he was an armed robber in our mama. This guy was an armed robber. He went to prison for 7 years for robbery that they killed somebody. He was released from prison 3 years or 4 years ago, and he's rolling with Ogu and the hope of them. There are many people kidnapped in our mama. There is one of our brother, they kidnapped him, took 5 million from him, and took his Lexus. Up to 12 people were kidnapped, and this guy they just killed him. They are war youth who decided to take everything into their hands. They have been able to catch them. This is the people they are using in communities committing heinous crimes. Now, why is the insecurity in Imo State and Anambra, this axis, very dangerous for the struggle for indigenous people of Biafra? With all the people we have been able to interview, the people who survived some kidnapping rage, and our people we have planted. When they kidnap people, when I'm telling you people, Biafrans, you see all those guys that come on Facebook and tell you, what are you people doing to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Whenever you see somebody comment that and go, he is one of these criminals. Because that is the same question they are using in the kidnapping den in Imo State. When they capture our people, they go to the house, they arrest people. Along the road, they adopt people. They will come and ask you, what are you doing to releasing Nnamdi Kanu from the detention? As if that the common man going on the street have a responsibility to go to release our leader in DSS dungeon. What are you doing? You know that Nnamdi Kanu, the person you are talking may not even be a supporter of the Biafra struggle. It's not compulsory everybody will support what we are doing. He said, okay, I used to follow, I talk in Facebook. Of course, that person may be talking out of fear. I used to support Nnamdi Kanu. They say, but what money are you bringing to support Nnamdi Kanu? Remember, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in the detention. They say, okay, now, you will give us 20 million for supporting Nnamdi Kanu in the struggle. My brothers and sisters, my fellow IPOB members, when you took 20 million from somebody in the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, do you think when the person goes out there, he will tell you, no, it is not Nnamdi Kanu boys that took this money from him? Mazi Chinedu, can you answer me that?
Of course not. he will have a recrimination against even Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB.
That is it. And Mazi, as you are from our side, right? They said, okay, you get 20 million for a gomporo. Mazi, from investigation of IPOB intelligence unit, we realized that for past 10 years in Olo, 6 years, 7 years, 10 years, people always intimidate people by nyanye gomporo. Am I lying?
You're right.
I mean, before the formation of ESN, before the even IPOB start to rage everywhere in Olo, people from Olu know what I'm saying. That sometimes you come home, some boys come and say, Egomporo did not start today in Olu. Why will you attach it to IPOB? There are many people they have taken. What are you doing to give Nnamdi Kanu? What are you doing? The person said, they will say you will give us 100 million. And I can tell you categorically, Biafrans, for 1 year and from our own record and investigation and reports that have come to us, the number of cars robbed in Olo, Newi, here like this axis, they have never robbed luxury cars. It's less than 1,000 cars. And they have never collected ransom in this area. They have collected up to 1.something billion naira. We have people, and after this broadcast, we will put our inquiry line for those of them who have fallen victims. Continue to send us inquiries, send us informations about what they did to you in Osuhitupa, Lil, because when they catch you in Uli, the people in Osuhitupa will come and take you and return to go to negotiate. They have bring all kinds of criminals. Hope who's of them they release just to dent the name of IPOB. And the Nigerian government, the DSS, they are collecting all these data, using it. And let me make it very clear. Some communities, I'm telling Biafrans, if you don't know, some communities have gathered themselves and visited the IPOB legal team to report the criminality going in their areas in the name of ESN. Are you getting me clear?
Yes,
some communities within Olo sent a delegation to IPOB legal team to report that the ESN in their community are adopting their daughters as small as 10 years, as small as 12 years, and adopt them as concubines inside that criminal den, and most of them are pregnant. I am not the one, the cases are there. This is all they are doing to make sure they destroy the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB. Many communities are gathering within these houses. Some of their people are gathering. We asked them, why do you say it is IPOB? They said, everybody caught. They say they are doing it because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu need to support the Biafra struggle. You need to get money. They need money to support the Biafra struggle. And I am asking every one of you this evening, after this broadcast, ask yourself, is this what we have come? Because some of you, the money will be collected. If IPOB leadership don't say anything, they say, okay, if they give them 100 million, they give to Nnamdi Kanu, they give to IPOB leadership. We can never be part of this. We have come to support our people. We have come to protect our people. We have come to make sure we liberate our people from this bondage. And the last we can do is to kill them and destroy them. Today, Hope Uzodimma, he have gone and destroyed a Kototo. Goods worth millions and billions. Then somebody will not tell you the reason. That criminals, the same video all of you are seeing, it is in the social media. Video where they are inside the market. If you saw somebody wearing a cap, IPOB, with the AK-47 hanging on his neck, I am asking all of you, in that market, what do you think that people that came to the market will say? If that guy, anything, they will say IPOB is patrolling here with God. Is this the IPOB ideology? Is this what we have come for? You go to these areas, they snatch cars, they butchered cars, luxury cars, some of them take cars and repaint and hand over to their girlfriends. Most of them, cars they are riding are cars taken from our people. Some people, they will catch them, they will after swiping all the money from their account, and if they see the car is very luxury, they kill the person. And the people will tell you, this is IPOB, we are doing it for IPOB. You are doing it for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Can anybody come and dispute that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is in the DSS dungeon? Somebody will say, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, yes, we are talking with somebody. He told us Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said we should continue doing what you are doing. And you believe that person, is it Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that you know? We tell people to continue killing our people. Like Mazi Chinasa said here, because of this criminality, our leader have to come out in the court and make a statement that we have not come to kill those we're supposed to protect. We are going and know what our leader said. It's because those reports are going there. People are reporting to the legal team. Some people may not come to us because they feel, oh, those people, they are the leadership. No, IPOB leadership. No, we have been. Let me shock everybody here. Everybody here knows our brother called Benjamin Madubu. Every one of you know him. He was in the prison with Onyendu. And some of these things happening near his place. On three occasions, IPOB intelligence have foiled the attack. They say that Madubu is exposing them. He don't want them to operate a free hand. They want to come and set his house on fire and behead him. 3 times, Mazi Chinasa Nworu is saying it on Radio Biafra. On 3 occasions, they have loaded their cars. But when they found out that we were waiting, the confusion came that it is a dangerous mission. On 3 occasions, they have dared. If what I am saying, I am lying, may whatever I'm looking for this struggle, may I never get it. This is how dangerous. They said he's the one, because he is living in those part of that area. They say he's the one maybe telling us, telling the leadership what they are doing, which is not. Everybody knows since our brother came out with our leader, do you understand me? Because he still have case in the court. They do not participate, but their guilty conscience is pricking them. They feel, because he used to tell them in their community, when people bring report as to him as somebody who was a prison mate with Mazi Nnamdi, he told them, IPOB, ESN, this is not ESN. Many communities have come to him, say this is what IPOB. He told them that these people are not IPOB. They are not ESN. On 3 occasions, they have planned to come to set his house on fire and behead him. All of them that planned it, we have every information, all their plans, what they have planned. And the 3 times it has been foiled. And you see, who have ventured in that we live to see Biafra. Mazi, we are battling with the Nigerian government on a clandestine war that our people don't understand. Some fools will come on Facebook. The person talking, do you understand me? We posted ESN, do you understand me? Graduation few days, people talking. That does not show you that they don't know what is happening in ESN. Some of them come because we want to control this internal security. We want to control that, because crime that Nigerian government is sponsoring to dent the image of IPOB and to dent the image of the Biafra struggle is huge. And we are equal to the task. Somebody, hey, ESN, you said, I think say una bioga. Then ESN release just ordinary. Then you start. Why? Most of them also, who are claiming they love Mazi Nnamdi, they are part of Mazi Nnamdi. They are also talking to politicians, telling them that IPOB, ESN have been destroyed. That's why every day you see military coming to subdue. They are taking money. They are handing. The day all of you will hear it, you will marvel. Mazi, sometimes they go and commit heinous crime. When they start attacking them, they want IPOB media to come and shout, join voice and shout, oh, no, we won't do that. We are not fools. We control Biafra land. We know what is happening. You send common criminals, they go and attack people, snatch cars. When they are pursuing them, they start shooting, and at the end of the day, they bomb people's houses. Mazi, the same thing I am saying this to people in Amangu or Hafia. ESN does not have any place in Amangu or Hafia. That is all I can say. Anybody, Mazi, these are strategic routes. The criminals will go, they sponsor them. Where they will do. Since they hold Onyendu, how many times have they burned houses in Amangu or Hafia? For what reason? For what reason? Pocket criminals gather somewhere in the name of Mazi Nnamdi. Somebody will come out, a grown-up person. That person Nnamdi told me in 2020, 2010, and all the stupid sets of people. Mazi, we want Biafrans to understand what is happening in their land, because information is the key. Every day we get report of people kidnapped, requesting 5 million. Now they go to people's houses. They told you that you must support the struggle if you are living in Lagos. If not, if you don't support the struggle, they will burn your house, they will destroy you, you will never come back to Olo. These are what the Nigerian government, Hope Uzodinma, is using them to cause. He is threatening people, Olo people, that they maybe have sympathy for the Biafra struggle. And that's the people these people we call. They know that those people they are calling are all sympathizers of what we are doing. They call them by names. They have their telephone numbers. They will tell them, some that are abroad, they will ask them, they should give them accounts. They will give them accounts in abroad. They should pay in the money in abroad. If you don't bring them a GoPro, 20 million, houses people have suffered and built, they will threaten you, we will set your house on fire if you don't bring money to support Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi, that is the reason why I am on air today. I do not want to come here to, romance anything, but I want our people to understand the dangers lying ahead. The criminality the government of Imo State is committing with criminals in Olo, packaging them to use it to nail Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the court of law. Because most of them who are victims, most of them, their families were killed in that place. Most of them that they asked the family to bring money and they refused to bring, they killed them. They are all telling the stories. They are coming together. They are making reports to IPOB leadership on a daily basis. They have went as far as going to the IPOB legal team to make a formal complaint that ESN, which there is no ESN, Mazi Chinasa came on radio, announced it, a more powerful, make compressed statement. IPOB ESN does not have any location, any camp in Osuhitopa, in Osumohu, in Nilu, in Ihiala. We have no camp in this area. Anybody operating in this area ignorantly, please, you still have time to leave. Run away from criminality. They have deceived you. Nigerian government, we have their communications, some of them. Some of them having link, they are there. The people I call their names already. They have connections with the politicians. Like one of the guys they call Sky. He have the connection with the man that brought in this is, I don't want to call his name because he's seriously on our radar. He have connection with this guy that brought in Asari Dokubo. He is the right-hand man of Hope Uzodinma in Olu. He's his right-hand man. He's the one, the boys from Asari, from the Ribara area, Asari, the missionaries, they keep them in house. And this guy have a good connection with them. They communicate. All of them communicate. And all these things, before the end of this program, I will mention their names so that most of the people who are in that area, those people are telling you that they are IPOB, they are ESN members. I can tell you they are not ESN. Nobody Mazi Nnamdi Kanu asked to collect money on his name. These are what some of these criminals in USA are doing. When those things happen, as they burn a photo today, they will make fundraising. They shoot gun, they kill our people, they use it and make fundraising. The blood of our people is on their head because it's criminality that most of them are supporting. They don't know those people. They have no idea. Just that they urge to destroy IPOB leadership. They engage themselves with criminals. We have one of our brother, he studied in France. He came back because of this struggle. Those boys pick him when they hear it's an IPOB member and they killed him. And people want us to keep silent. And from today on, if you don't respect yourself, anybody that uses Mazi Nnamdi Kanu name and they encourage criminals, some of you, I am not going to mention your name on air, but I have the audio evidence that implicates all of you. I will only wait Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come out, and those audio will be played. And most of you who have contributed so much in this agony in Biafra land, all of you will pay one after the other. Ndewo Mazi Chinedu.
Ndewo Mazi. Many of our people or some of our people think that everything is in Mbera here. oh, let us use Biafra do business in one way or the other. Is our enemy supporting them? I've been sponsoring them, giving them that. The chance to do it. Now, Mazi, before I open the lines, please, there is one question which I will like you to treat. You know, in some parts of our parts of Biafra land, even in Olo, in my place, reports are coming every day from there. There is virtually no Nigerian government presence. What do I mean? No police presence. You know, to solve issue, even civil matters.
Yes.
So settling land now, nature abhors vacuum. This is also one of the reasons why all these people, somebody will just gather people and with guns and become settler of kidnapping and settling cases of land cases. We see it. People will be coming, you know, before they talk about your case, you will even pay money. That is what matters. Now, what is IPOB doing about this? Because nature abhors vacuum. The lack of presence of Nigeria police in our land, in many parts. So people are left to deal with themselves. It becomes a jungle also. So what is IPOB leadership or IPOB trying to do in this case in order to make sure that there is no vacuum? Because if you leave it like that, there must be vacuum, and nature never allows vacuum. Mazi, please go on.
Mazi, thank you. Mazi, for us, I don't think there is vacuum. Why did I say so? You know, the attention returned back to Suhitupa again, because in a couple of months, Hope Uzodinma, their attention was Anambra. You know, when those guys, the crime was high during the elections, September, October, they groom these guys for Anambra, thinking there would be a crisis in the election. When the election went through, there was no crisis. There was a cross-border crime in Anambra. Those guys in Osuhitopa, Osumogu, they now started moving in. They were not terrorizing Imo State. So to be like that in Olu area. The crime, there was a cross-border crime. They start coming inside Ihiala, start recruiting boys. They start making calls. Why I'm saying because there is no vacuum is this. In communities, they settle land disputes. If a community, they have a traditional land, they have elders, they have their land issues. The land issue is as old as human being and land. Now, communities have a way they settle issues. Even if there is a problem, as I always say, we're still sharing the same systems with the zoo in our space. After all, many of our people are still in the detention. People can go to court, in the zoo court. So, if people have issues and there's somebody with gun, criminals, and go and seize you. Last time I released a video, they even catch a pastor that a girl say he gave him 2 million naira. The lady, say he gave the pastor 2 million naira to marry her. The pastor didn't marry. He gave to another person. The lady went and reported to some of these people. He said, don't worry, I will use these guys to come and carry the pastor. Mazi, is this issue? You tell me there is vacuum? There is no vacuum. One thing is this. Hope Uzodinma just wanted to punish his people. He wanted to give a place for the Fulanis. You know, when we started the campaign, Fulanis started to go away in Imo State. It's not that but he was planning to station Fulanis in Olo. And all this thing he's making is trying to put fear. People who will oppose him. Not minding all this thing happening in Olo, we still have strong supporters. Strong people who believe in the Biafran struggle in Olo. Now, during that time, you see, because why I say it's a total crime issue. It's not something of power vacuum. Now, they were crossing to Newi. They started forming jumping over from Nnewi before Soludo came in. When this issue started happening, we make everything clear. Do you understand me? When the Soludo went and met our leader, there is nothing, any information. I am sure it is the same issue. I'm making it very clear. When Soludo went and met our leader, I am very, very sure that it is the same issue of criminality that was tabled. Onyendu never told us what he discussed with Soludo, but we have an instruction from our leader through the normal channel after the visit of Soludo. He said, I got a report there is criminality in this area. In Anambra, you people must do all you can to make sure these criminals stop killing our people. And that is why we went into work. And today, in Anambra, everybody can bear witness. Forget about all this nonsense Soludo they are doing. 80% of the calmness security situation you see today in Anambra is IPOB and ESN. Nobody can dispute that. One thing I believe, and this leadership believe, we do not believe that security is by carrying gun. We can dislodge any group just with our mind and with the connections we have. We can dismantle them. But the problem we are having in most cases is, which is a normal phenomenon in anything you're doing, when you have infiltrators on ground, there are people, they claim they are IPOB. They are double agents. When IPOB want to make a move, when ESM want to go for the criminals, that day, because you can't deny these things is happening. When we want to go and hit, that day you will see the Nigerian military, we put 5, 6 armored vehicles, they block everywhere. Then you start to ask. That's why I say the government knows what is happening. Opuzodinma knows what is happening. He protects them because these are people they are grooming. They will use to unleash terror on the people because of election. He know he couldn't have released all those guys in prison. You can imagine, since Buhari came to power, you can imagine how many prison breaks that happened in Nigeria. And the opposite needed to do his own share because he's learning from the masters what they are doing. So intentionally, he stationed them with drug cartels. This is the problem happening in Olo. Many youths, this all who you hear, they run $1 billion business drug cartels in Olo. Some people they kill is not because of IPOB. It's not because of crime. It's because they have a drug deal. They have a drug business. They go, they threaten, they kill. What people don't understand, that Olu people, most of them know what I'm talking about. That this is the problem. It is not a vacuum. No vacuum. But it's a calculated strategy. Hope is keeping there for 2023, because he knows the people will never accept him. So he make plans ahead. He used them to murder his opponents. He used them to commit many crimes. But I can tell you something. The game is over for him. He have caused damage, and one day people will expose him. Some senators, some House of Rep member, some who want to go for House of Rep in Imo State have all connections. They do send money to some of these boys inside that camp. And the day we will release some facts, and I will not keep silent. Some of their evidence must come out on social media so that the people will to justify what we are saying, because we don't blackmail. We speak anything I speak here, I speak with facts and figures. It's different. Somebody come and say, Chinasa Nworu, they eat 50 billion. No, you just talking. Give facts and figures. Mention, because I will come here, I will tell you what you did. I don't know you. You are not my brother, you are not my sister. I do not care, even if you are my brother, my sister, you cannot destroy this struggle. Men have died, people died, people share their blood for this struggle. They believe in what we are doing, and all of a sudden, you use criminality to come and dent it. Mazi, it will not happen. It will not happen. Thank you so much.
Okay, woman, I think now we'll go into few minutes break so that when we come back, the lines will be opened so that people will ask questions or make their contributions as usual. Please don't go away.
Saturday, 17th of September 2022, a gang of Nigerian soldiers came to Ekotutu, Osi-Itupa. They destroy shops, people's properties, lives. Look at my shop. I'm a graduate. I have nothing doing. Look at how they render me useless in Osi-Itupa. They set my shop ablaze. This shop now, I'm a glow agent. I'm dealing on phones and the phone's accessories. Registering people's SIM card. Now, look at my shop. Both the show glass, the counter, the goods. What of millions of naira damage here? No less than 10 million naira damage here. How can I start again? They went to my second shop, start to break it, but that one wasn't giving them access because of its decking. What are we going to do? Have you committed any offense? The Nigerian soldiers that are supposed to defend the country, they are saying say no to Biafra, say no to IPOP. They are shouting it, say no to IPOP. Am I an IPOP member? Do you see any mark on me? I'm a graduate. I'm a graduate of Imose University and also a graduate of Urban University Rome and also a graduate of postgraduate diploma in education. I'm educationist. What is wrong with these people? They have to pay for this show. Don Jose Anselm from Osi-Itupa. Look at my shop. Yesterday, being Saturday, 17th of September 2022, a gang of Nigerian soldiers came to Ekotutu, Osi-Itupa. They destroy shops, people's properties, lives. Look at my shop. I'm a graduate. I have nothing doing. Look at how they render me useless in Osi-Itupa. They set my shop ablaze. This shop now, I'm a glow agent. I'm dealing on phones and the phone's accessories. Registering people's SIM card. Now, look at my shop. Both the show glass, the counter, the goods. What of millions of naira damage here? No less than 10 million naira damage here. How can I start again? They went to my second shop, start to break it, but that one wasn't giving them access because of its decking. What are we going to do? Have you committed any offense? The Nigerian soldiers that are supposed to defend the country, they are saying say no to Biafra, say no to IPOP. They are shouting it, say no to IPOP. Am I an IPOP member? Do you see any mark on me? I'm a graduate. I'm a graduate of Imose University and also a graduate of Urban University Rome and also a graduate of postgraduate diploma in education. I'm educationist. What is wrong with these people? They have to pay for this show. Don Jose Anselm from Osi-Itupa.
Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra House of Service coming to you through the auspices of Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Chinasa Nworu from Olu province of Biafra land. And I am here with Mazi Chinasa Nworu, one of the leaders of the indigenous people of Biafra. Today is the 25th day of September 2022. We are here live and direct. Our lines are now open. Our direct line is +1 213 328 6224. I repeat, +1 213 328 6224. Our WhatsApp and Signal line is +61 405 142 547. I repeat, +61 405 142 547. Please, when you call, you will have a maximum of 4 minutes to make your point or ask your question, please, because many people we love to call. We are waiting. We want to take as much calls as possible. So when you are talking, I will be looking at the time, please, not to tell me, oh wait, no, I'll cut you off. So please, I'm warning you now. You will have maximum 4 minutes to make your point, because 4 minutes I think is reasonable. I have a caller on WhatsApp. The first caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Welcome to the program.
Good evening, Mazi Chinasa, and good evening.
There, welcome to the program.
Because of interactive session, so I'll be in English. So I'm calling from Biafra line. So the thing is that I want to thank Mazi Chinasa Nworu because it's not easy. What we are doing is not easy at all. And his clarification is enough. And Almighty bless him so much. It's not easy. What I can feel his pains and the stress in him, but I also encourage him as a fellow comrade. Please, we will keep on fighting till we get what we want. It's not easy. Please, for me, from here, please continue, my brother. It's not easy. So the thing I want to contribute is one thing is that presently our radio is not
where you are is highly noisy. Can you?
Another thing is,
Mazi, where you are is highly noisy. Why? There are people. There are very.
Are you not hearing?
I'm hearing you, but there is noise coming from the background. But go on. Please.
There's no noise from you.
Okay. Go on.
So the thing I wanted to ask is that, based on all this criminality happening now, are you getting it? And the thing is still going on. People are dying. Like I saw what happened in Nnamdi, keep people. Is there any way that they can abort it? There's any way they can this thing can be reduced, so that, and all these infiltrators, since we know them, like people that in Biafra are causing all the problem, is there not any way for them, or since law is happening there and they know them, they should take them up in law, so that, because I know that here there is no law that can fight those people doing this criminal. Even though you catch them now, they cannot even judge them very well. So those people that they have knew that is sponsoring them, they should take them to court. This is my own suggestion. Since maybe they know all these people, take them to court so they can be answering their question there. If they can, stop from their way of sponsoring these people. Are you getting it? Like this infiltrator that we know him very, very well. I don't want to mention it. We know him very, very well from Europe. They should stop all these people because how they may be lying. Are you getting it? They are spoiling things for us. And I know that the strategy that's supposed to be on ground, we're supposed to achieve. Because of their strategy, innocent people are dying. Are you getting the point now? Innocent people are dying because of those of their actions. Even people in the market now, that the one that happened, I think the market they bought. Many people lost their goods. Like the man complained, many people lost their goods. And it's because of maybe 2 or 3 people. And we know, from what I'm hearing from him, I believe that they know some of them outside there doing those rubbish. At least if there will be a way, I don't know, but I'm like, them that is outside there, they know, the solution that is best to them. But I suggest taking them to court will be more better.
Thank you,
more better.
Thank you.
So that is my own.
Thank you. Your question or your contribution is noted. I don't know, Mazi Chinasa, do you have anything to say?
Well, Mazi, it's a contribution he made, and even the question he said, I think I have answered some of them. We are already doing our best. In Anambra, you can see it. In Imo State, it's a particular place that these things are happening. And we will continue to do our best to make sure that criminalities will not be attached to the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and to this hallowed movement, which is to the name of Mazi Nnamdi. We will make sure, and that's why what we are doing. That's why everything is not about gun and bullets. Educating our people, informing our people, letting those people that they have taken money from them in the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to understand. Some of them will not talk. They are in pain. They are also afraid that maybe when they go and talk it, IPOB will come after their life again. But we want to let them know it is not IPOB. IPOB movement is sponsored by Biafrans around the world, living in diaspora, contributing our $10, $20, €20. Those contributing, this is what we are using, not the millions that people are coming to you, telling you that you are not supporting Biafra struggle, you must bring 100 million. This is not the way we are running this struggle, and this is not the way we are getting our donations for this struggle. And none of those people who are doing those things can say that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu sent him. If any one of them say that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu sent him, that IPOB leadership sent him, the person can come out also on this radio Biafra and debunk anything I am saying. Mazi Ndewo.
Ndewo. And even the money, the ransom they are collecting, they don't even,
they know
IPOB don't know anything about it.
They don't.
Yeah, okay.
We are not part of it.
Of course. Let me take this caller on signal. Welcome to the program. Please, you have maximum 4 minutes. Go on, please. Mazi. Ndewo.
But I can't hear. Is it talking? I can't hear anybody talking.
Mazi, why is are you, please speak up.
Are you hearing me now, brother?
It's better now. I don't know. What were you using before?
Okay, bro. Thank you so much. Mazi Jonathan, thank you for picking my call. May bless you. I want to use also this opportunity to tell our brother Mazi Chinasa Nworu that what the great leader of this movement said about you is really true, that you are agony chamber. And I keep on asking you to remain strong by exposing this criminality, because IPOB third in the platform of whiter than white and whiter. Thank you for the good job. We are behind you fighting this criminality until defeat them and also get Biafra restored. Fellow Biafrans, my name is Mazi Akas. I'm calling from Austria. I'm the special grace of Chuko IPOB Austria National PRO. Mazi Chinasa Nworu, I just know if I can call it a question or contribution, but I think you understand. I've born of this market in our we hope also don't send the army to destroy the goods and people. We still saw the same Supreme Court governor lying with his teeth, saying that the reason why they went there is because there are people trying to build bombs with fertilizer. I begin to wonder, is it because of so you went to destroy billions of goods, destroy people's property, and the same criminal is saying that even as these things has happened, we can rebuild it, we can do this. But everybody knows the truth that in anything that have been destroyed in that zoo called Nigeria, it's only the poor people suffered. Nobody compensate them. Nobody do anything about it. I want to ask, this thing this man have done, how can the people that are facing this hardship right now, how can these people revoke what Hope Uzodinma have done to them, because families are crying, people have died, and this man is lying. If people who are biased or who don't understand exactly what is happening in Imo State, we think maybe they will be thinking what this criminal is saying. Hope Uzodinma, that the people is going to get the shop is going to be repaired and the people will get compensation. Please, I want you to say something about it, because this is a completely lie from the pit of hell.
There, woman.
This man won't know she.
There,
When I won't know she. Mazi, thank you. May bless you guys.
there, and you too. Mazi Chinasa, can you? Are you there?
Mazi. Yeah. Everybody can remember when our leader said on Radio Biafra, when ESM was formed, that he warned everybody, both in diaspora and those in Biafra land, to stop communicating with the people in Biafra land. Most time in the intelligence gathering, the way Nigeria is working, people think they will send people in Biafra land to come to meet them. They will not. What they do, they set out their agent in diaspora. Even if they get your number at home, they will never call you. Even those their agents working at home will not call you. They will look for somebody in diaspora and they hand him over your telephone number. They will call you, say, my brother, hello to Lodi. We are trying, because everybody at home will tell you, I go behind. It's always an open door. He will tell you, don't worry. He will send $100. Now, we're going to buy a recharge card. Then tomorrow, you open your mouth. He said, don't worry, when you telephone, I will buy you telephone. They started by dishing out $100, $200, because they know most of you are very hungry. Most of you, hungry is not because you don't have the money, but the greed, the Nigerian syndrome of not being satisfied with what you have. They want, even if you have affected many of our people. They start giving you start selling the information. As you are selling the information to them, he is now returning it, passing it back to Hope Uzodinma and their team. Some of our people causing this problem in that side, they are in diaspora. You know, that is where they normally go to champion their people. Last time, IPOB stopped Hope Uzodinma coming to Rome, stop him coming to UK. You know, he's mad because they want to come and gather my people again and talk rubbish. What you said about Hope has been a habitual liar, a pathological liar. Everybody knew when Hope entered, how he said that we bomb here. Do you know why Hope used to make those statements? He is using it for Nigerian government because he's collecting huge amount of security vote in Imo State. He is collecting huge amount. So when he collects, he tries to pass MAGA. And pass MAGA, he goes back. Who is putting bombs for him? Who is IPOB manufacturing bombs? Most of the boys Hope Uzodinma is pursuing within all. They were his boys. They were some of the boys he used in election. They all fall out when he was a senator. What are we talking? Some of them he killed, some of them, those who refused to work with him when because IPOB was when IPOB, before he came to power, IPOB was there. He tried to mobilize them. He also was powerfully mobilizing people. He's pursuing many. It's people that he knew. Hope can lie everything. Hope can say anything. And one thing is this. They have a connection. Connect to the women in America, some women in America. The women will connect with some people in Europe. Some of them are even sharing information. They don't know who they are sharing the information to. I have said this thing on Radio Biafra on many occasions, that this woman in America, they call Mrs. Bridget, brought in many people on the forum in the Zoom where he brought IPOB leadership, and we saw her as an IPOB woman leader. But she brought in people in that particular Zoom meeting. When we questioned who are these people, she gave one flimsy excuse. These are people, they are not Biafrans, but they support what we are doing. And if they support what we are doing, they are not. Some are not IPOB. And some men are there. They are not IPOB, but they support what we are doing because of money. And we ask questions. They refuse those people to talk. We don't know who they are. And they did not make any statement. Then, when he was asked, why did you invite these people in the midst of this? Those people listening might be Nigerian agents, Nigerian intelligence agency, because they are bringing her small money. They throw 500. IPOB can pay thousands of dollars to get information. The same way Nigerian system operates. We can pay money to access information. The same way Nigerian government is doing. Now, they contribute her $500. Oh, she bring $500. You don't know who is bringing $500. Now, when we ask her, we say, somebody asked her, said, since you know that you are bringing IPOB leadership, he said, no, I brought them because the people were mounting me pressure. So I brought them so that the people can hear. Now, when you brought me and Chukwu your former, why you did not allow those people to ask us questions? Because they were mounting you pressure. Asking you deep information, they're asking you. Then you brought us to the meeting. The people that are confronting you with questions, they refuse to talk to us. They all lie low, silent. Out of 36 people, only 4 of them, 5 of them, whom I have already spoken to, spent 6 hours explaining everything to them. So my brother, these are the operations. And I will say something here. As day goes by, the plans, the people who supported, who planned on the adoption of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, everything revealing step by step. Even if it takes 100 years, 10 years, we will collect every data step by step. Even people, it's as things are opening, we now opening new doors, finding those who said, when they hear Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was about, whether they have a team that was about to form the ESN, they said they are just waiting. After he launched the ESN, we will remove him out of the way. The people are there, and we will come for them when the time reaches. That as soon as he launched this security system, they will remove him out of the way. Most of you don't know, they plan to kill Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. What happened in Kenya was not a murder. They planned to kill him. That was what they did. Mazi, when they captured Mazi, when they adopted Mazi, I came here, I told you it's a Nigerian conspiracy with some people that came inside IPOB, with some people, they connect all of them. They were all many, they pursue our leader from different angles. 24 hours, our leader arrived in Nigeria. Some people already go and bring out their red beret. They start talking on social media. When everybody is shocked, they start blaming people. They start to become head of state. They start to become the leader. Who will be the spokesperson? As all the meeting was going on, we were watching, trying to understand. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a genius. Most of them, he created them as castles in the air. But he built DOS from the grassroots. Most of them, they come. Sometimes you may think you want to blame Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for calling this person name, calling that person name. No, that man is a genius. As time goes on, I start to understand. Even the woman in America who brought out a letter that the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said anytime you didn't find him that she's the leader. Who knows what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told her when she found out the curiosity? Somebody who can do like that, at 1 minute, government have bought him. She can poison Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Let me tell you people one thing many people don't understand. In our culture, around the world, everywhere, do you know the reason why when the first son, the first child in the family, Why most times the second one, if it is a king in the family, it is not the second one that will become the king if the first son have a child. I hope everybody have to understand that. In Igbo culture, in American culture, in anywhere they have kingship, it is because of people who are second in line. They are always thinking, if you leave it like this, they will kill the first one because of power monger. That is why, let me give an example with the British king. All of us know King Charles was made the king. Who will be the next? If King Charles died tomorrow, who will be the next? It will be Williams. If Williams died tomorrow, the kingship will not come to Harry. It will go to the son of Williams. That is how the lineage of things goes. People were all around, people preparing for waiting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu downfall for them to take over. It is the Nigerian government planned most of them. Nigerian government promised many of them, destabilize the leadership, we will hand you over power. Destabilize the leadership of IPOB, we will do this. But half go kwete. Anahe John no fe. They can talk. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in the DSS dungeon. Have you ever heard the DOS? Have you ever heard Chike Doziem coming? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told me I am the leader of indigenous. No, the code of conduct is there. He don't need to drag it with anybody. He has been doing the job. Criminals are running around because you bring $5,000. The governors give you money. Oyibo that they say she brought money to IPOB. People that knew her in America know she have no capacity of that money. It was a money given by government. She used it and come and push in IPOB. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu also keep her the way. She found out how it all happened. This is IPOB. The person who is leading this struggle, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he built this struggle on a solid rock. Some of you, let me tell you, some of you that say, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told me this, that is not where the structure of IPOB lies. He knows some of you were so desperate. You were looking for something. And to keep you calm, they tell you something, and you started planning for his downfall. Some of you, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu left you behind out of anger, you went to the enemies and gave them information about the leader of indigenous people of Biafra. And you think you boasted when he gave way, you destabilized the structure of IPOB. We have every record, and in due time, Biafrans will know. But our duty for now is to make sure the unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. No politician, no governor. I'm saying it here. If you know any governor, if you know any politician who have anything to do with this DOS, I can vow for some of them in the DOS. I can vow for some of them in the DOS. I will vow for majority of the people in the DOS. They have no connection to whatever happened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Have no connection with politicians. I can vow for Chike Doziem. I can vow for some of them. I can vow for them. They are not saboteurs. I can vow for many of them. I know our people. I know people I'm working with since 2017. I know them. These are men of integrity. They never discuss with any governor for anything, and they will never. And that is they have tried all they can. They can't. Somebody said you talk like you're a god. I am not a god. I am Chinasa Nworu, a man of self-accountability and deep-rooted in morality. Mazi Chinasa.
Yeah, well, callers, please hold on. Let me take this caller on direct line. Can you hear me? Call on direct line.
Uncle, good evening, sir. This is Sindana Bahimadoyen Muchechuku.
Yeah, well.
I am calling to thank you people for a good time today to be with us and to address us and to give us the opportunity to ask questions that is sitting deep in our bone marrow. But before I continue with my question, I'll be brief. My prayer this night is this. After Biafra is restored, the whole Africans should listen to me. There is no other country, be you maybe with a population of 10,000 in your ecology, that will see what Biafra has passed through again. None of you will lose any single soul, because following all the steps that IPOB and Mr. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is established already on this our struggle or movement, I think every one of you will know that we are ready to redeem Africa. And I commend the Director of State so much for their wisdom that they have deployed to get us through. Now, my question is this. Sir, when Biafra is restored, like you have reiterated, a lot of things that is playing out that have pushed you out with your colleagues to come on air to address, so that people will have an evidence of what is playing out behind, because I know there are people like you, people who also reiterate, are 15 minutes persons. They always forget easily. Now, my question in this circle is this. When this time comes that the Biafra will be restored, I want you people, it's an appeal, however, I want you people to bring out a two court. One in the way of politics, political, where you have normal high court and judiciary, whatever. But another one I want preeminently to be established is that one. I thank God that Mazi, Uncle Jonathan is listening to me, because they have been dealing in-depthly into religion and the spiritual attachment to it. Now, I want us to bring out this in the or more or whatever that will stand by, because I don't want that retapism of delaying some, difficult cases that should be redeeming the people to a unified or maybe with a peaceful state, and they will be giving all this their political correctness in it, delaying 1 year, 2 years, they never finish that case, and people are dying. I want this more people to follow too, so that anything you take an oath before your case is justified within those Britain and whoever that will come in to inspect the court, you are dead already if you have hands against what is playing out today or not. So this is the only area I want to appeal, because I'm seeing that these evil people, even sometimes Uncle Chinasa, please, anytime we come on air asking questions, there are some questions you don't need to answer us. Just play peace on it and leave, because the more you answer it, our enemies will give. I think they are very analytical, listening to us more than how we listen to them. They will follow it up and change their pattern and come against us again. Please, this is the only thing I want to thank you. I love you all.
Well, thank you. You made a valid point. Mazi Chinasa is here. He knows if there is anything that he's not supposed to say, he's not supposed to say it. Mazi, go on, please.
Taking note of that.
Yeah.
As I said, it's a very valid point.
Yeah, very valid.
And we are going to take, we'll take note of that. And I hope other members of the DOS are also listening. We'll take note of that. And other Biafrans, principal officers also.
Of course. Sometimes they provoke you. It's a political ploy anyway. They provoke you to come and vomit something that they want to hear. It's a political ploy. And something that our brother said also.
Look, the IPOB intelligence team and the IPOB intelligent gathering is as deep as the ocean. It is. We are not even taking everything. What we are saying is something already in the public domain, and people are twisting it wrongly. We cannot share the intelligence of what is happening in this struggle, because no institution, nobody have ever shared his secrets and the public, even KFC, even Pepsi, they never shared the secret recipe or the secret this thing they are using. So why would IPOB share? But if those who are intelligent, we come only to explain to them. For example, people were telling you they are in charge of ESN. They launched 15 people in a room in Abakaleke. And when you saw the ESN, instead for you to say, oh, ESN is still intact, you start asking about their uniform. What is your problem? Because most of them have already sold IPOB ESN uniform using it to commit crime. Most of them already saw it. We own our strategy, we own our plans, and we share it with nobody. Those who have nothing to do will always wail and cry on the social media. Thank you, Mazi.
Yeah, well, to buttress what our brother also, the second point he made about if Biafra comes, that we go back to our ancient system of justice. You know, he repeated something, this from Jerry Rawlings, late Jerry Rawlings of Ghana. He made that statement one time. He said, why you are hearing looting in Africa, governments, this and that, corruption everywhere, looting, after you confront the politician or the public servant, you arrest him, they go to court, he will hire, because he has money, he will hire the best lawyers to defend him or her. And tomorrow you see him outside because it's law. He said, because they know that Africans really know. They know that even this religion, foreign religions that they brought to us is just, you know, they don't even believe it. Because if you go to court, they will tell you, are you a Muslim? Swear with the Quran that whatever you are going to say here is true and nothing but the truth. The same thing, are you a Christian? If this and that, you swear, even if they bring the Bible or Quran, you lick it and swear. But Jerry Rawlings said something. He said, change the status quo, change the system. Remove Bible, remove any day and somebody is arrested or is suspected of a crime about looting, politicians. He said, carry them, go to the local, the community shrine. Do the normal thing and tell the person, oh yeah, come and take oath. He said, you will see immediately things will, the person will fear. He will confess immediately because you know if he does it, he will die. One thing or the other will happen to him. Because this is our system. It's our natural system, our organic system. I have callers waiting. Caller on signal. You have been waiting since 21 minutes. Please, welcome to the program. Go on, please. You have 4 minutes maximum. Caller on signal. Are you there?
Am I coming out?
No, I see you are coming out now. Go on, please. Go on.
All right. Mazi, good evening, sir. Mazi Chinasa Nworu, good evening, sir. My name is Mazi Ifeanyi. I'm calling from my location. Mazi Chinasa Nworu, thank you for your educative program, interactive program to educate us in what is happening in our land. Mazi Chinasa, I don't have question to ask you, but I want to encourage you to keep on doing what you are doing. Your reward is at the hand of God. Because I know that it's not easy. And don't take because of maybe annoyance or it take because of how people are, cajoling you, criticizing you, you abandon this project of freedom of your people. It will never be well. I know that most of these cases is due to ignorance of our people. even most of our coordinators and our commanders who refuse to, make sure that any one of our men must follow the due process before coming to their domain, or let me just put it in that way. Most of these people that are committing this crime in our land, they never be identified in the family as usual, according to what our leader says, that you must have a root. You must start from the grassroots. It can never come from the window or from the ceiling to this great family. Because I believe that if these people are fully comes in from the grassroots, then we believe that yes, the people they are served, they are swear to serve. We can never hurt them. That's what I believe, and that's what I think. So I want the leadership to look into it, to make sure that to put embargo, that nobody should tamper, even a family member, saying that he is one of the family without coming from the grassroots, without knowing the name of his officers and the coordinators. All these things, which I think may be the problem of this crime committing in our land because of IM. Maybe you know somebody, you try to bring the person from the back door, and tomorrow the person will start misbehaving without proper orientation. Mazi Chinasa, not a question, but this my talk is a suggestion.
Okay, thank you very much.
May God bless you.
There we
Good night from here.
There we Remember bless you. Yeah. Caller on WhatsApp. Welcome to the program. Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp.
Okay. I can hear you.
There we Mazi. Go on,
Good
please.
evening.
Welcome to the program.
Oh, Biafra.
Almost Biafra. Go on.
Yeah, my name is Mazi Chinasa Nworu, calling from the zoo. I have a question to ask. Can it be possible to bound anything autopilot, Samekba in Radio Biafra, and also bound the BBC or interview our people during the court appearance, and also our lawyers? That is my question, sir.
Mazi, please, before you go, please, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
What do you mean by autopilot in Radio Biafra? Because there is no autopiloter speaking on Radio Biafra. Please clarify. Or you want to talk about on social media?
No, for people that normally call asking question why.
Yeah, now yes. I understand. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Mazi Chinasa Nworu. Mazi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes.
Mazi, like our brother that asked the question, the radio host, this Radio Biafra is not for autopiloters. We have nothing to do with autopiloters. But one thing is sure, you can't stop people. This is why Radio Biafra become one of the radio most listened around the world. You can't stop people also when they want to raise a concern. But it is left for the radio host to control certain things people come in order not to promote them on our radio platforms. That is what I will say. Sometimes people call, on Radio Biafra, there is no pre-arrangement or everybody have what is disturbing him or what he want to clarify. Sometimes some group of people can gather together over an argument
over there, we say, call Radio Biafra, let us understand. After a long argument, and one of them might call and ask others to listen, so that if he asks a very sensible question, the radio host, or if I'm on the program, I can also answer him. Because sometimes when you answer people, clarify them, you are also educating them. Maybe that answer you gave him, but when you see some of them who are coming to ask you the foolish questions that they know we have passed and we have repeated it on the air and they don't want to listen, that is where I will tell you, you can easily, the radio host, anybody handling it, can make a decision based on the kind of things the person is talking on Radio Biafra. That's number one. Number two, we believe in freedom of speech. This is what Mazi Nnamdi have taught us. We believe that people have right to say whatever they want. That is why they castigate Mazi Nnamdi. There is one of these days we are having a meeting. Our brother in the media, he knows who I'm talking. There was a word he said when we tried to talk about. He said, Mazi Chinasa, I don't want you to be worried. You know, when Mazi Nnamdi was not there, all these things were thrown at him. Even the enemies, all of them were throwing. That was what he was getting. In his absence, who do you think they will throw those things at? It's you people. And can tell you that word lifted my spirit to understand that sometimes people that are throwing these things, they are not throwing it. They throw it ignorantly. Some also throwing it intentionally. Some are also doing it to say, they will come blackmail. They say all kind of things. In terms of radio, BBC, we cannot stop them not to interview our people. That is not professional. It's not ethical. What will happen is this: to educate our people that when BBC is talking to them, they use that opportunity and deliver a message. Anytime, any day. I could remember when our leader came out, he arrived in London. BBC wanted to interview him. That program is on the internet. When BBC BBC want to interview him, we trying to look into it. Is there any need? I told him, BBC, you will grant them interview. They won't say, they won't take that very.
They will doctor it, not life. They will doctor it.
They will topics. They won't. Onyendu told me, say, Chinasa, don't worry. Every question they will ask me there, we make sure that anyone they will televise, the message will out be there. And that is exactly what happened. That's why anyone they caught, it is a bomb. Even the one they put when our leader was talking. Because they will look around. There are interviews the wife of our leader granted to BBC during when our leader was in the prison the first time, and they released nonsense. They didn't release the main things that happened in that interview. And that is how they do. I could remember when Mazi Doziem, I think Al Jazeera interviewed him. Till today, they refused to release it. Al Jazeera interviewed him, and he gave them exactly what. Do you understand me? And till today, they refuse to televise it. After we launched ESN, some other movement also came to interview him, and they won't release it. That is what people don't understand. If BBC is granting you an interview, make sure when you go there, even if it is 1 minute, give them the message. Either they delivered it to the public or they put it in their archives. But you have delivered the message of hope and for the restoration of Biafra. They can interview anybody. They are BBC. They have right to ask questions. You have also right to reject their questions. Thank you, Mazi Chinedu. Thank you, my brother, for asking that question.
Mazi. Caller on WhatsApp, welcome to the program. Please, you have maximum 4 minutes. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? My goodness me. The caller was there, and the time I pick him, after going to 7 or 8 minutes, he cut off. Maybe it's the network anyway. Caller on signal. Can you hear me? Mazi, caller on signal. Please,
I can hear
please,
you.
hold on, please. Let me pick this call on direct line. Caller on direct line, can you hear me?
Yes.
There, well, please go on. You're lucky.
Dr. Mazi Jonathan.
There, well, Mazi.
May Chukwu Okike Abịama ekekere ụwa. May he continue to strengthen you. Mazi Chinasa Nworu. May Chukwu Okike Abịama ọbasi bi n'igwe. Chukwu kere eluigwe n'ụwa. May he continue to strengthen you for the good work that you do. Working for our great nation, Biafra. And our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. May he kekere ụwa. Chukwu Okike Abịama pụrụ ime ihe niile. May he continue to guide and protect him. Any man born of a woman, any woman born of a woman, thinking death, planning death for my leader. May death visit you and your generation in the name of Chukwu Okike Abịama. Mazi, I don't have much to say. I don't have any question to ask tonight. But I want to tell those, Mazi, my name is Michael Israel, and I'm calling you from the land of Biafra, the land of Chukwu Okike Abịama. I want to tell those saboteurs, if you are in diaspora, anywhere you are fighting the restoration of Biafra, you are fighting the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If you are I would like to call you a Biafran. If you are a Nigerian, because Mazi, anybody who is a Biafran, if you have the Biafran spirit, the blood in you, you can never ever sabotage this Biafra agitation. Mazi, I'm telling you. Anybody who has that blood, that original Biafran blood, Mazi, go and check it. That person will never fight the restoration because, Mazi, I'm telling you honestly, some people like me that is speaking tonight, we have been expecting this. We have been desiring this for so many years. And now Chukwu Okike Abịama give us what we have been praying. Chukwu Okike Abịama answered our prayer. And some useless idiots, some idiotic human beings, some primitive idiots, they think that they will scatter this Biafran restoration. Kama Haga scatter this Mazi Chinasa Nworu has. We will scatter all of them. We know what we are waiting for. We are waiting for the right time. And when the right time comes, you see the saboteurs. There's something what Chineke said. You see, anywhere we see them, even if in abroad, who either put together, who will kill it here. A white man will know that there is saboteur. They will not say anything. And any white person listening tonight, when you see IPOB, the Biafran, the original Biafran, when we hit any of these saboteurs in your country, don't say anything. These guys, they are the people killing us. They said that they are Biafran, but don't see them as Biafran. No. Anybody, that experimental land, any of them. Mazi, I will stop here because you see these saboteurs. Okay, now.
There were. Thank you very much. Caller on signal, please go on. Thank you for being there for 10 minutes. Caller on signal.
Thank you very much, Mazi Chinasa Nworu Biafra. AKA, the nightmare of autopilot group. I'm one of the, you see, my brother, these guys, man. But one thing I want to talk, I want to beat Mazi Nnamdi Kanu very, very well. After this deputy of HOD spoke, my dear brother, I say, where Nnamdi Kanu bring all these people? I'm telling you, in fact, it's like he brings them out and train them, then he goes inside here and sit down. So that we are going to face all this. You know why I want to tell this in? But people may be shocked. I'm telling you, autopilot people are worse than obedient youth. You know why? These guys, after 2023, they may come back to realize what we are telling them. But those guys, we call them autopilot. Yeah, we give them now. And most of the politicians who sponsoring, not all the whole politicians are sponsoring what they are doing. They feel that they are sponsoring them. If you are being made focused, that these people are being there to destroy of the restoration of Biafra. You see, in Imo State, Rocha was there 80 years. And their brother, who with the big mind, all of them, my dear brother, we are not going nowhere. Yes, I was never discouraged because of what would world can bear witness to you. I'm telling you, those guys that are moving into the other market, the collection money, it's not like it was he there. Those boys have never even established for work. But to get them stop taking the cola from widows in that market, we are here to give them. Keep it on. God bless you all. All hail Biafra.
Almost hail Biafra. There were caller on what's up? Hold on. Caller on direct line, please. Welcome to the program.
That's me?
Of course, you are calling on direct line, aren't you?
Okay.
Please, you have maximum 4 minutes.
Mazi Jonathan.
There were.
My name is Christopher Nnamdi. I know you've heard this name before. I am so pleased to be listening to Chinasa Nworu. I have this that's been bothering me a little bit. It's the situation of the guy in Finland and the autopiloters. Now, I just want to know from Chinasa Nworu, how, when are you people observing that these guys are raising funds for ESN and they're making waves about it? So who do they send the money they make out of the fundraising they make? And they keep on talking about ESN. Does ESN have ties with these people? It's a very serious situation, and it's a concern to me. I'm sure it is a concern to you. So we like to make it. I like to know what they do with the money they raise, and they are talking directly to ESN. Thank you.
There were Mazi. Mazi Chinasa Nworu, please go on.
Mazi, thank you so much for that question, but I will make something very clear. You know, there are people in IPOB, they don't forgive. There are people in IPOB that we never forget. And social media never forgets. As a human being, at a point, I, Chinasa Nworu, may have a personal problem with you. I will say, okay, let me forgive and forget. But as long as it's this Biafra struggle, an institution, don't forget. An institution, don't forget. That is why sometimes you commit crime, you run away, you become, you run into exile. They tell you, you run. After you come back, you serve your jail term. In IPOB, we make it very clear this evening. Because we are serious-minded people in what we are doing. That's why we are not chasing people money for ESM, but we are taking record of everybody. For example, the HOD do give approval for people to make fundraising. And other people who don't get approval, we are taking record of it. They will pay. One thing you have to know, Mazi, there is only one ESN. You know, I used to be very, very shocked. I used to be very, very, When people will leave IPOB leadership, inside IPOB leadership, there is the head of directorate, Mazi Chinasa. There is the directorate of finance. The head of finance. There is the head of religious affairs. There is religious. There is head of legal, and the coordinators. There is welfare. Inside the DOS, there is security and intelligence. There is other departments, religious, mobilization, elders, and students. People are managing all these departments inside the Directorate of State. Now, people come out, they use the name of IPOB. It is not my duty. I don't attend fundraising. I have not been a plan with fundraising, but we are taking record. Why we keep silent? It's not bad money. That is why if you watch a vehicle, the windscreen is always big, but the mirror, the side mirror, and even the inner mirror, you look, they are small to show you as you are moving, you are seeing the bigger picture. The back becomes smaller. As you are driving and moving, the past will become smaller. We are more interested on how, if you steal IPOB money today, you siphoned IPOB money tomorrow, we take record. We will tell people, even if when we are not here, we will tell them that you stole IPOB money, that IPOB money was in your possession, and our people will never forgive you. We will teach them that, not to forgive those who stole the money of IPOB. We will teach our people that, and we are teaching them. One thing you have to know, I want you people to ask a question. This is what many of you don't ask. You don't ask. At what position, at what stage did Onyendu, or at what time did he hand over the ESN structure to them? At least they raised concern that they told them to come on radio. So at what stage did they ask him to take over ESN? At what stage did they ask him to take over to become the spokesperson? At what age did they ask them to become the Biafra chief and the disciple? At what stage? Or was it self-imposed? Everybody knew that Emma Powerful is the Biafra media and publicity. All of you were here. It was being dragged. All of you were here. ESN of such magnitude that somebody will say he's going to, his ESN, he's going to collaborate with these people that are stealing biscuits from filling station. And this is the people you listen to. One thing you have to know is this: as long as the government is there, they will continue. Another thing you will ask yourself, when the Nigerian government found out that the DJ Rezo Uchemefo had failed with the team they brought, Uchemefo, the purpose, the people who sent him, when he started, they start planning. They told him to antagonize Mazi Nnamdi. He started to build forces. He now go to join the Creek Toad. All of them, they coming together. The other one, they are on Kai at home. They started, they pushing. At the end of the day, they came up. They form a government. Where is the government? Because they have removed that hallowed name, IPOB. Himself, the mistake that the Nigerian government made with those people is what they don't want him to make. The Nigerian government, the agendists, people who they are working for, tell them, don't make this mistake, because DJ Rezo made that mistake. The moment DJ Rezo say his radio now is Bilie Radio, Bilie Human Rights Radio, and he formed de facto government, whom the president have returned to the creek to guide pipeline.
Fighting for
Now,
pipeline contracts.
Yeah, he got to security. He's on training to guide pipeline. The president of de facto government. Now they told them, don't leave this name. Any day you leave this name, you are gone. That is why you see him. I mean, everybody can ask himself, in 48 hours, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was brought down to Nigeria. They have made their picture and put it with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Are we not thinking? Are we not thinking? Somebody have already photoed his picture at the back of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as the next person. Does that send a message to you people? 48 hours, our leader was brought down. That means it was already prepared. The other one put beret. The other one in America raised a document, forged document. Mazi, they know why they are holding on that name. Ask them how ESN was formed. Ask one of them, when did they start preparation for ESN? Ask them. Which role did they play? Ask them. All of a sudden, Onyendu is being adopted. They became spokesperson. And one thing people don't know is that when Onyendu was being adopted, brought down to Nigeria, and the letter was served to the legal team. They congregated. I'm not going to mention their names, but I have all their names. They congregated, some women in America, some in Europe, with that thing in Finland. They were having a meeting, how he's going to take over as the director of Radio Biafra. Nothing happens in secret. I'm not telling you we prophesy. I mean, inside the meeting, when they gather, they say they are going to become the spokesperson. They are the one going to champion him. Onyendu calling him to be on radio is not from the blue. It was a premeditated plan. They know what I'm saying. They gathered. They were having meeting. I know, at least I can name 7 people in that meeting. When they started planning, that Onyendu now is inside, they started planning who they will give the head directorate of state. They started planning who will be the directorate of state. Himself will be the Radio Biafra director. That's why when the information, he already upload his CV that is the director of Radio Biafra, everybody saw it. Everything was already planned. And they started talking about those who sold Onyendu. Because they told them to attack the IPOB structure. But I thank so much all the ESN commanders. I dove my cap for all of you. They know you people, but they know they can never come close to your doorsteps. They can rant, but they know those who control the land. I used to tell them every time, we are not boasting. It belongs to IPOB. It's Mazi Nnamdi Kanu legacy. He set up this ESM for Fulani herdsmen, for the security of our land, so that our people, do you think if there was no ESN, can you see the amount of Iriji festival? If you think ESN was not around, our people wouldn't have a very bounteous harvest. A bountiful harvest. It's because ESN. And that is the people. They said no man ever becomes great through imitation. They can never be great through copying the name of ESN. The ESN officers, they are there. I am happy they are doing their job. But one thing is this: we won't allow criminalities. That's what I have said here earlier. They go burn our people's houses. They cause problem. They will leave the bush. The criminals are not in the bush. They only have a small camps where they will gather. They come out and shoot gun, rob people, snatch cars. Because of them, they come and burn our people's houses, destroy our places. And this is their making because they want security vote. Everybody is getting share. Every month when the security vote comes, they share them. They distribute for all of them. And when they burn our people's house, they come and make fundraising. Oh, they burn. ESN is working. ESN. For example, now you are making fundraising for a court. Who are the victims? Are you celebrating what they did to our people? Is that what you are celebrating? What have they achieved than bringing destruction, pain, and agony to our people? So, Mazi, whoever has no they continue to do fundraising in the name of IPOB. They will pay. They will pay. The day we reach, they will pay. They can run. Some of them think they will take money, they disappear. We are watching closely. IPOB is an institution. We cannot come and tell you what we are going to do the next step. They see a picture of ESN officers, they start crying because they don't have information about it. Now they remember, did Onion do know about it? Did you do this? And that to show you they are not in control. They don't have access to ESN. Did ESN discuss their activities with them before now? Because they have been lying to the public. They have been telling all kinds of lies. And some of you are falling for it because you are gullible. Chinasa Nworu, I am not a fake individual. And I don't have sweet talks. I will never tell you so that you will go and feel happy. No, I will tell you the raw truth. You take it or leave it. I am not a romantic man. I am not a sweet talk man to tell you so that you will be happy. No, I tell you the truth. I'm straight in my dealings. Those who knows me knows me. So that is what I can tell you. Use IPOB name and make money. You will pay. I can tell you that you will pay. But we cannot leave the struggle and start pursuing money. No, that is the last thing this leadership will do. We can never leave to look forward and start pursuing money. No, money is not the basis for this struggle. Even with empty hand, we drive this struggle forward. We need money, quite all right, and we believe our people will still support the struggle as they are doing, making sure that the ESN remain active because they didn't come to us. They don't know how ESN is being run now. That's why some of them are crying. They don't know because some of them have gone to the governor, told them we have finished them. The ESN is nowhere. Send the army to come and attack Biafra land. And they knew. I am happy that Nigeria government knew that IPOB still stand gidigba. They know the leadership of IPOB. It is the fear of the leadership of IPOB and ESN. That is why IPOB have remained active till today. Nigerian government cannot penetrate us and they can never destroy us. If they have adopted our leader, it is a costliest mistake that people around him betrayed him. And we say it never happen again to any member of the DOS. And it will never happen again inside this struggle. Anyhow, it is. Thank you, Mazi Chinasa.
There, Mazi. Caller on direct line. Welcome to the program. Please, you have 4 minutes.
Good evening from my location.
There,
I'm making all the DOS, especially my brother Chinasa Nworu. I can make all those people asking questions concerning investigators. We don't have time with them. We're not going to be that working. What we need to secure our leader unconditional release. We and Biafra land here, we are facing them. truth and nail. So I want to tell them that those people that are commenting rubbish on the comment section, had it been now no one they can after, I will volunteer myself to keep for now they come to come out. So let the leadership don't to listen to anybody. I don't like to call to the Biafra or to program like this. Whatever thing the DOS do, I'm in supporting of it. Even though that it will kill me, I'm in support of it. So I don't answer any question why this one is that, why the other one is that. What do you expect from Nigeria? In this thousands and billions of dollars, they have splash everywhere to make sure that they cross the Biafra thing. So the status knows, without lying to people, they will not get anybody. All this, I will do that, I will do this, I will economic sanction, this and that, ESN, EM branch, none of them has been implemented. So I'm making the front line. I don't have any other thing to say. Why do you have to do that? Why did they do that? They know better than us. Whatever decision they take is supported. Whatever the US said goes. If you don't like it, go and make whatever anything against it. Don't use IP name for criminality. You will pay, as Mazi Chinasa Nworu said. If you don't pay today, you pay tomorrow. Don't use ESN name for criminality. If you don't pay today, you pay tomorrow. That is it. If you want to be relevant on social media, use your own name. Use your own name. Okay, no, only if Biafra. Man, I got sign a conduct. You said no. For actually pass message, everybody listen on the line. You call yourself auto criminal or autopilot. Anything. I feel better than autopilot or tonka. Imale autopilot, the Gabana plane will crash, airbag autopilot. Here is a global family. One family Dolanya, other call a conqueror. So whatever thing the US said goes. Thank you.
There were Mazi. There were. We move on.
Mazi, I want to use this opportunity to what this our brother said to address something. Mazi, you know, like I just, as I just mentioned earlier, when you come to social media, you see those people that said, they are holding Mazi Nnamdi. What are you doing? Catch them. I'm asking IPOB media warriors, notify those people, get their full details, all those rubbish, because they are the supporters of these people. You know, some of them who are these kidnappers, they have telephone also. They are following some of us. Then, because they said, abundant of the heart, the mouth speaketh. Abundant of the heart, the mouth speaketh. So when they do that thing, they see us talking. They come there. Hey, what have you done, Mazi Nnamdi? I'm asking the media warriors to descend on them. They are part of these people. These are their social media bandits who are coming to try to protect those crimes they are doing. Now, a few days ago, they told us our leader is not feeling fine. This is how you see they behave. The agent of Nigeria, this is the way they behave. Anytime you are in an IPOB family meeting, you see them, or they come to ask the question, know that you have identified one of the autopiloters and infiltrators in IPOB. You know the question that we ask you? Onyendu is sick. Instead of them to focus to say, if you can pray or join us in the social media to raise the awareness, to tweet, to call the DSS, they will turn the gun against you. Now, they said our leader is not feeling fine in the DSS custody. Instead of them to come, go to Twitter, come to Facebook, they will turn the arrow against you and threaten you. If something happened to Mazi Nnamdi in the DSS custody, they will do you this, they will do you that. They turned their arrow against the wife of our leader. That our leader said, because our leader's wife came to see the husband without informing them. That is to show you they are fools. They are nobody. Now, they said our leader's wife said he visited Onyendo and said he was mentally okay and okay. How did it? Stupidity in the highest level. People can be okay today, tomorrow they are sick. Talk less of somebody in the DSS dungeon. Our leader's wife visited the husband and departed. You can be moving around today, all of a sudden you get fever. You can be moving around today, all of a sudden something happened. Does it mean that when somebody saw you yesterday, he can say, when I saw you yesterday, that you were looking okay, you are healthy, even though he's in the DSS dungeon? Instead of them to come now to talk about what happened to their leader also, because they claim that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is their own leader. They turn their bullets, their gun, towards the IPOB leadership. Some of them, I have made this thing very clear. You are talking jargons, because if you see me on the road, you can't talk anything. You do this, you will look at some boys that don't even know how to wash their pants. You see how dirty they are. Somewhere you don't know where they are in the picture, they come to talk rubbish. What do we do? Because it's freedom fighting. So what I'm saying is this. Most of them, you see those things talking, sometimes we have to respond them in that way they are behaving. Because all they are doing is the work of the Nigerian government. That is why you see many of them. And I'm using this opportunity to give this warning and order to all IPOB media warriors. Anywhere you see anybody attack and insult our leader's wife, I am asking this evening, get me the Facebook name of the person talking rubbish and get me information you think you can have. Any of them that goes on social media, whether you are related to Onyendu, because we have taken this nonsense in 2015, 2016, and IPOB leadership is not going to condone this nonsense in 2022. I am asking IPOB media warriors, any of them you identify on social media insulting that woman, the leader of the wife of our leader, calling her names, Makachineke, get us his name, his Facebook, get us everything about him. The nonsense must stop. Where you have insulted and sold our leader, you come outside to come and insult an innocent woman who is passing through hell for what his husband is going through because of the restoration of Biafra. The last we will allow people to do is insult her. She is not on social media. She may not see what most of you are talking, but I am telling you, we will make sure that we will get you. I'm calling every IPOB member. If you know you are IPOB, you love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you know some of them who are talking rubbish on social media, inbox me. Just inbox me. Send the message to any coordinator, IPOB, anyone close to you. We have our inquiry line. Send there. That we have our own madness in the same way some of you think. There is nothing we cannot do, but for the fact that we have the conscience and we are fighting for our people, we won't allow anybody to come on any platform after 1 year plus. The wife for our leader, you don't know her pain, you don't know what she's going through. What anybody sending you, the day we will catch you, we will make you a live video. You tell us who gave you the authorization to insult the wife of our leader. Anybody that send you, whether you are related to her, somebody, I'm telling you people, we know some insult that moved in 2015. We knew some kind of insult happened in 2015. I am watching very closely, and IPOB frontline men are watching very closely. Let us see that rubbish again. No, when I hear the each between O na O, there was Mazi Chinasa.
A war. We are winding down little by little, but I have callers lining up. So, caller on WhatsApp, you have been here for going to 36 minutes. Welcome to the program, please. Can you hear me? Thank you for holding on for so long.
Good evening, Mazi Chinasa.
There were.
Good evening, Mazi Chinasa Nworu. Good evening, DOS. Good evening, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Good evening, IPOB Worldwide. Good evening, Eastern Security Network. Good evening, all. Depending on your time zone. I remain your humble servant, Mazi Moye Chinedum. Ngomeke Agane. Olugo no me. That is a song we used to, use when we are child. And whenever we use this song, an elderly man like this will be telling us to shut up. We should not use that song. But this time, that song must be used because we are already in the last line to finish up what we come to do. Imene no baga, imena no baga, kaige si malo no baga, age mibe kamalo no baga, aga mbelede aga, oguna gogi jelubia hololo olugo no mume wase, awekere wangle lugo toto. I must ask my leader to Tuku Kabiama. I must acknowledge to Tuku Kabiama to protect and guide our leader. Esi Tuku, Ayekenegi, Tuku Kabiama, Ayekenegi, na Ayekenegi Ndumili, Ayekenegi Agu, Ayekenegi Monowa, Ayekenegi Jono, Ayekenegi Iwa, Yekenego, na Wayekenegi. Na no dinigwe. Ayekenegi nisi nwuru gibu Nnamdi Kanu Ayekenegi udo Ayekenego Ayekenegi kama nos. Ayekenegi hanjoku Ayekenegi. Asegu bia nu liwo tuto nisi nwuru unu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Ayekenegi afalu kwibe Ayekenegi. Ayekenegi nisi nwuru gibu Nnamdi Kanu. Ashun liwo tuto. Iwe no nchichama iwe no mpunienu. Obunu waka odi na kanye kene onu. Na kene. Wena sinolugo no Mazi. Tukuna ndana. Ise. Mazi, what I want to add on what we are discussing this evening is, so many of our people don't know what happened to us. So many of our people don't know that if not what slave trade did to us, Jamaica will not exist today. Some of our people don't know that if not slave trade, Haiti will not exist today. But we IPOB, we are telling them that this time around, we will make sure that we will revive every revivable to make sure we restore the land of the great. We have come to restore the dignity of human being, dignity of man. We have come, Mazi. I want all IPOB to remain resolute anywhere they are. Stand resolute, shoulder to shoulder with DOS that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu left everything to. I would like everybody to rally around to make sure that they do anything DOS tell them to do. If you fail to follow DOS, to follow what IPOB are doing, you are doing for nothing. You can take a look and see what is happening on earth. We have been saying it, but people don't want to listen. It has come to an end that failing to restore Biafra, the whole world will be in mess till infinity. So I want all of us to make sure that, because what we're going to restore is not in the social media, is in our land. Your family, your Muke, your Munna, your Obe, your Mponuku, your Mpala, and this will be Anyawala, this will be Biafra. Which the one as it will stand on to be doing things for us. I am greeting IPOB from Italy. I am working as a coordinator of Milano. Thank you, Mazi Chinedu. Obum, Chinike, Gabanilu.
Gracias. CK, we must continue. Caller on signal. Welcome to the program. You have been there since 32 minutes, going to 33 minutes. Please go on. You have 4 minutes at the maximum. Go on, please.
Voice is coming out clear.
Yeah, go on. It's coming out now. Go on, please.
My name is Mazi Chinasa, known as MAPSO Kubundo. And I say greetings. Good evening, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and good evening to IPOB leadership. And I greet every IPOB principal officers. And good evening, Mazi Chinasa. Let me go straight to I have a question, but it's not a proper question like that, but I just want a little clarification. Well, let me use this opportunity to pass some information. There are two issues that I'm having at hand, and I think I will use this opportunity to bring it to the notice of the leadership. One, there is a brother in France who I think he is missing, and his people contacted me to know his whereabouts. But the information I got that he joined autopilot. So in that case, IPOB family in France don't know his whereabouts because he stopped coming missing. And there is another issue here in Italy, which resulted that one of our brother died through motor accident. And the zone where he is attending meeting, the coordinator joined autopilot. And the national asked the rest to start meeting if they are not autopilot. Which the information reaching to me making that none of them start meeting, and that will be that in conclusion that means all of them are autopilot. Now these two families are they contacted me to call the attention of the leadership, which I responded to them that once you join autopilot, you are no longer under IPOB, and IPOB leadership cannot do anything if anything happened to you. So that was my response. So I don't know if I was correct and I respond to them, or if the leadership can give more clarification on that area, so that any person who is a IPOB member before and join autopilot, he or she should inform his or her family that he is no longer under the IPOB, so that if anything happens, the person should call or their family should contact the pilot to investigate, because they are no longer autopilot. I mean, they are no longer under armed autopiloting their vessel. So I want IPOB leadership to give more updates or clarification if they can also attend to such people if something happens. because these two cases now I don't know what already I have already reported to where I suppose, but I need more clarification. I don't know if
There
there
were.
is a thank you,
There were.
Mazi Chinedu.
There were. There were. Mazi Chinasa Nworu, I think this is your last caller, eh? Please. Please
Yes,
continue.
Mazi, thank you so
Continue
much.
now.
Yes.
Continue
Mazi,
to your closing remarks, please.
Let me answer him, then I will give the closing remark, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Yeah. Mazi, number one, thank you, Mazi Achebe, for your call. But I will tell you, because of our little experience in this struggle on dealing with people, I cannot advise you people to automatically say, because our people are somehow. You know, I don't want us to use the excuse that somebody died, all of a sudden he has become autopilot. Maybe people are trying to run away from their responsibility. I will discuss this with the European rep, and I promise he will get to those bottom of those issues before IPOB, because you know things can happen. People can bring up information and say, "Oh, he has become autopilot." They say now that he was IPOB, he paid dues. All of a sudden he died. You say he's autopilot. I want us to make a very serious investigation on this, because sometimes information, by the time it passes from one person to another, some people may dilute information that may keep suspicion. Sometimes you don't count to blame the dead so much, especially in IPOB. I will advise that even though he's an autopilot, if finally you people, I am sure he have people where he comes from, but not under IPOB leadership, for the fact that he have served IPOB, but along the line, maybe some enemies have deceived him, or something happened, or you are not sure, because if he's alive, he can be able to give a full account of these things. I will advise, we are IPOB, you can rally around our people there from the state where he comes from, and make sure if there is any way they can bring him to his family, but it will not be like you are doing it under IPOB if you confirm his IPOB. You know, people sometimes join these people, you think they are with them. There are something our people are doing. I can tell you that. Some people are not autopilot. But because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in detention, they don't want to contribute again. They use that opportunity. When you ask them to contribute, they say that there is problem in IPOB now. Where do we send our money? We have seen these people in 2015. We get these cases. As soon as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come out, they all come out and tell you one story or the other. Some people, when they run, because you know, Igbo man with money, they don't want to contribute that monthly dues. They run away. In their mind, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not come out again. That is the end. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out again, they say Biafra have come. They will say we come to pay dues. So I would like you people to ascertain if this person is that kind of person who is using the autopilot, but in real sense, he might not be autopilot. Please, he's the dead. You people check how long he has been in IPOB. Check very, very well. If the only thing we can do for him, even if not under IPOB contribution or what, if any of you can help mobilize the family, as long as we are helping people who are not even IPOB, we support them, we give them life, we make them to stand wherever they are. So I will say, I will talk with Mazabanim on this, and then we find a lasting solution to those particular issues. Like you say, I would like to make some clarification, and that will be my closing remark.
And Mazi, please put in this, because somebody also inboxed by asking about this killing in Nnamdi. Please, for you to also talk about it.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah, thank you, Mazi. Mazi, there is a press release we made, and IPOB is seriously investigating to identify the names of the people whom were massacred in Nnamdi. There were over 10 bodies. Their hands were tied at their back, and they were executed. They were stripped naked and executed. And that is a typical example of how Nigerian security always execute our people. It is a horrific scene, and we are waiting for the governor and other people to make some statements about it, but they know what happened. They're trying to sweep it under the carpet, and which we are not going to allow. In Anambra, after we have helped this governor with his security outfit, trying to maintain security in Anambra for the sake of our people, to curtail crime. We are not doing it for anybody. We are doing it for our people, because it's our people that they are killing. And at the end of the day, they are paying IPOB members back. There are a lot of IPOB members adopted in Anambra. And with the information we had, with intelligence report in our disposal, that there was an order given by the government and the security agency that if you see anybody with mark on his body, the person should be killed. That is IPOB member, ESN. But if no mark, if it's IPOB, he should be kept in a secret dungeon. And we are making it very clear. There are many IPOB members adopted in Anambra, even before the coming of this government. Even the coming of, before Soludo came, there are people that have been detained for so long. And presently now, the governor of Anambra is now bringing out the same SARS that has caused havoc in our place. He is now using SARS again in Anambra. What I have, the message I have for him this night is, we will not romance any war. If you want us to live in peace, you will live in peace with IPOB. You want us to live in pieces, we will also live in pieces with you. It's as simple as that. And I'm using this opportunity. Most of our people that are missing, they have adopted, because one thing is this, Mazi, if they adopt our people, before we can say this person is dead, we must ascertain it. Even sometimes they might kill some of our people, we still think that they are alive. But we will not say, oh, this person is dead, until we ascertain that truly, this particular individual is dead. There is a fear, some problem we have. There is a lady captured in Anambra by the Nigerian DSS early last year. This lady is an IPOB member in a way, not very active. He was just an IPOB member. She was captured, and so far, that lady, they transported that lady to Abuja. She's in Abuja. And so far, that lady have pointed more than 150 IPOB members has been executed, because that lady turns out inside the jail and start working with the Nigerian government. Both those she know and both she have come across in Biafra land. As long as they bring you, she will tell, oh, this one is IPOB member, this is ESN, whether she knew or not, and many of them have been executed. I am telling you, for more than 150 of our members have been executed by that lady that is in their custody. Therefore, that's why we are making it very open. When they carry our people and goes to Abuja, they always bring her to identify them. Saboteurs are everywhere. Whatever that have touched her mind to start doing that evil job, I am making it very clear that we know the role she has played in the execution of our people. And in due course, either she will remain with the Nigerian government or she will never walk free on the land of Biafra land. Soludo knows what is happening to our people, and we are not going to take it lightly with him. And I am making it very clear. Anybody telling you that they are giving ESM money, tell the person they are defrauding them. Any support, anything you are not doing through the IPOB leadership, you know you are giving your money. IPOB have an official website which is www.ipob.org. www.ipob.org. This has been our official website, approved by Mazi Kanu. www.ipob.org. There is a place in this website you can donate to IPOB. We don't need to call you. Go to this website, you make a donation. And this particular website, nobody is claiming it's his own. We didn't open it. It is for everybody come out. They want to bastardize the struggle. Some said IPOB in USA.worldwide. Some said IPOB USA this thing. Anytime they use it, they don't. IPOB have no access to them. If you want to donate, we have official places people can donate. So, Mazi, for Nobi, we'll still make an investigation, but I can tell you the people massacred in the Nobi are IPOB. They are Biafrans like me and you, suspected to be IPOB members or ESN was executed. If they doubt us, they're supposed to, because since we have, you know, we may not have the ability to go and carry those dead bodies from that community because you know the government have stepped in, but in due course, all of them. And I will say it because as most of you that are in Anambra and Imo State, all of you know about Ngozi Umade, who was in Anambra working as a media or helping in the distance, helping in IPOB, that was captured by the Nigerian adopted, where they are, she was the one begging money from America, even medical we pay. Now she has pointed hundreds of people since they captured him. Most of our brothers, they carried them from the east. Her name is Ngozi Umade. So that tomorrow, if you people see her come out walking on Biafra land, know that the Nigerian biggest agent have been released from the jail. And she's coming for a deadly assignment. Most of our people lifted from Anambra, she's the one that identified them, and most of them have been executed during Abakiari. Most of them executed that Ngozi pointed hands. Ngozi Umade. I am saying this thing because they may release her secretly to the society to come to work. Everybody have to be very careful. Everybody have to be very careful. Then finally, as I said this evening, to wrap up on the criminalities that is happening in our land, we know there are people out of ignorance, because they may not have access to Radio Biafra, They may not have access to some information. Some people will call you and tell you that, yeah, this is IPOB. We are fighting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Please, they are not IPOB. They are not working for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The orientation they are using in that place, it is not from IPOB. These are the gang of criminals. I may mention one or two names you might know who was part of IPOB, but when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was adopted, suddenly he turned out to be a criminal, partaking and commanding the killing of our people within Osi Hitupa, Lidu, Ihiala, all these places. And all the names I'm calling this evening, I want to make it very clear for the people living in those areas that they do not represent Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They do not represent IPOB or ESN. I am calling the names I'm calling is, please, if these people tell you they are doing what they are doing in the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, tell them, everybody cut off this particular place now and send it to them. That IPOB leadership, on behalf of IPOB leadership, that Chinasa Nworu made this pronouncement on this date. That the following people have nothing to do with ESN, they have nothing to do with IPOB, and they have nothing to do with the money, the criminality going that place. It has no connection with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the Biafra Restoration Project. Number one, there is somebody they call Agama. I have called this name before, early this year also. Agama and Opaka. I'm not calling the original names. I'm calling this name because this is the name they are using. Popularly known, but we have their original names and we don't know, but we are telling the people the name they are using to tell people they are under IPOB. They are working for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the Biafra struggle. Please, they are not working for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They are not. The criminality has nothing to do with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the Biafran struggle. Number one, I'm calling here because tomorrow, when people will see, they say, oh, they are IPOB. They are not ESN. They are not under IPOB. They are not. Number one is Agama and Obaka. Both of them are from Mbosi. They are operating their criminality in Mbosi community with their camp. Mbosi people knows them. Mbosi people, these people are not having anything to do with Nnamdi Kanu. The kidnapping and the car snatching have nothing to do with Nnamdi Kanu. I'm making it very clear. Making it very, very clear this night. So that everybody will know. These two people are from Mbosi community. Another number two is Ewe from Ihiala town. He was in a command of the late Double Lion. They call him Ewe. He's from Ihiala. Ihiala people. Ewe has nothing to do with Nnamdi Kanu. He has nothing to do with IPOB or ESN. I am telling Ihiala people that Ewe and his gang have nothing to do with Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu never sent them to do anything. Those of you they have kidnapped and they collected money on behalf of Biafra struggle, let us make it very clear they have nothing to do with Nnamdi Kanu. Number three, Agu Biafra. Agu Biafra is operating in Osumo with his own gang. Agu Biafra is not an IPOB member. He's not ESN, not under ESN command. Whoever they are working, let them use their name, but not for Nnamdi Kanu and not for the Biafra struggle. Agu Biafra is operating in Osumogu. They have nothing to do with IPOB or ESN. Nnamdi Kanu never sent them for anything. I am making this pronouncement this night for everybody to know. For those that are contacting them, saying they tell you it's Nnamdi Kanu, they are not IPOB. IPOB members in this area knows that these people are not IPOB and they are not ESN. People are committing crimes in the name of Nnamdi Kanu and we are not going to take it. And there are a group also, they are in Osu Ihitupa. Osu Ihitupa. These people have nothing to do. All the people under them, if you know you are under them, and they are telling you they are doing everything they are doing for Nnamdi Kanu, for Biafra, I'm telling you, you are in the wrong place. Nnamdi Kanu never sent them for anything. Anybody who said that Nnamdi Kanu sent them, let him come and prove me wrong. With the atrocities they are committing, if you come out and fight for the Biafra genuinely, we will applaud you. Even if you are not an IPOB, we have no problem. Our sister, Uju, who came on, he's not an IPOB member, but she came out and she spoke on behalf of the Biafra people, irrespective she's IPOB or not. IPOB, our people went en masse because she was speaking the truth. She spoke for millions of people. She was very accurate in what she was saying. We don't discriminate. That is the type of people that led Onyendu to say, if you know anything you can do, Biafra will come. That is on that basis. You can raise your voice genuinely. We support you. Did anyone knows Uju Anya before now? But when she spoke the mind of millions of Biafrans, she got the accolade. She got the support. If tomorrow she turned to criminal, we told him, no, don't go there. This is not what. This is IPOB for you. In Osi Hutuka, there is someone, they can call themselves any name. General, or they call themselves brigadier, or they call themselves anything they want. This is not instruction from Nnamdi Kanu. They are not under Nnamdi Kanu. They are not under ESN. They are not under IPOB. If you are following them, that you are doing it under Nnamdi Kanu, you are missing the train. Number one, in Osi Itupa, I'm calling their name here, Tempo. They call him also Butuzo. He's not under ESN command. He's not under IPOB leadership. Anything he does is not doing it under the instruction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Everybody have this one and have it very clear. Number two on the list is number one. This is the people that came out from prison, Hope Uzodinma released. Number one, he was in his prison escape, and he's there. This number three on the line is Zuma. He is not in any way in IPOB or ESN command. What they are doing have no relationship with Nnamdi Kanu. Number four, they call him Odumodu. Number five, they call him Sky. I have mentioned this name before. Number six, they call one Obere. I have mentioned their name before. I am repeating them. Number 7, 50 Cent. Number 8, Isioma Mpotomalika. That is what they call him. Aka Mpotomalika. Another person they call also is Ikenga. This one they call Ikenga. All these people, disturbing people, building their houses, handling cases, car snatching, car robbery, the ransom taking. All these things have nothing to do with Nnamdi Kanu. I am making it very clear this evening, so that most of our people whom they have taken money from them, defrauded, will understand that Nnamdi Kanu have nothing to do with these people. Did not ask anybody, because most of the people that come out from the kidnapping den, we have audio conversations. When they negotiate, some of them, we have their audio conversation to ascertain that what they were saying is true. We know those they took their cars, converted to their personal cars, dashed to their girlfriends. Every crime that they have committed in that axis have nothing to do with Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu never asked them to take any ransom because of Biafra struggle. Nnamdi Kanu stopped, banned people not to make sure that they are not going to contribute from Biafra land. Furthermore, this message is also for all IPOB coordinators at home. For 1 year, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, if you are an IPOB coordinator in Biafra land, for 1 year, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was adopted. Most of you have bought out rubbish from your mouth. Most of you have insulted this movement by converting our units to some infiltrators group, in the sense that you don't know what is happening. Today is the last day we will talk about you on Radio Biafra. We will shut down your unit and we will catch you, like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu used to say. We will shut down that unit that you have converted to something different. We made you, IPOB made you. You are nobody before this time. IPOB made you a coordinator. And today, what you will pay the leadership and pay your people back is to convert something, the legacy of Nnamdi Kanu, to infiltrators, because you were given 50,000 naira or 100,000, you start to yap. The day we catch you, nobody will save you. You can only follow them and gossip for 6 months. And you keep quiet. People have died. In your state, in your coordinators, there are people missing. There are people that we are looking for. What you do is to complicate issue, put the life of others at risk because you're a coordinator. You give all kind of excuses that makes you believe that the leadership sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You went to the extent and follow them and go to oracles to go and kill goat, kill ram. That IPOB leadership, all of them should drop dead within 1 year. I am telling you, we have more than, if you're a coordinator in a state and you are tired, the money you have collected from the infiltrators, take it, go and start a business and walk away from IPOB families. Because when we get you, we will deal with you. If we get information that those expelled in Biafra land, that you are having meeting with them, you are having any communication with them, we catch you, we expel you. You wouldn't do anything. This is IPOB. We don't come here to they told me now, I believe, I didn't know. People are dying. Which coordinator in Biafra land we say he don't know our people who have lost their lives? How many of you don't know the welfare IPOB, people IPOB are taking care of? When one IPOB member is arrested or disappeared, a responsibility lands on the head of IPOB leadership. Children will go to school, their wife will be taken care of. And you have collected money and the point, and today will be the last If we hear that any IPOB member is moving around pointing hand to another family or IPOB family members in their unit, I can tell you this night, we will pay you back the same way you are paying our people back because you collected money from Nigerian government. In Imo State, some of you we know that are going to the DSS office to give report. DSS can protect you for a period of time. You can live in their barracks. You can live in their quarters. You can live, they can rent house for you and hide you inside the central police station. It is just for a moment. Some of you are going to the DSS office, giving them reports. You think we are not see? We have sympathizers inside the DSS. We have sympathizers in the military. We have sympathizers in Aso Rock. We have sympathizers anywhere. Our people know what we are doing is genuine. Even that Awasa man, that Fulani man, you are telling. After he will tell another person. He will tell him, these people did nothing wrong. But their people are selling them. They will report you to us, and they're reporting you to us. And you go and you point hand. They are picking our people house to house. They invite them. And I'm using this opportunity also to warn all IPOB coordinators. We know some of you have work. We know some of you have work. And I am telling you, anytime somebody call you, because that is what they are doing, they will call you to come and take work. If you are going, take one of your brother, take one of your sister, take any family member where you are going, so that if anything happens, the person must be watching you when you stop going to be able to take picture, to take anything that is happening, because that is what they do. And I'm saying it now to Soludo. You see Nnewi local government. If Nnewi local government headquarters did not stop picking IPOB, call them, there is a work in the Nnewi headquarters. They come there, you disappear them. You see that headquarters? We will do what the world will shake. If you turn it, you have lived Okososas. It is now Nnewi headquarters. Local government headquarters. You will call IPOB members, you tell them, come, there is a walk. They come there, they disappear. We know. And we will come for all of you. Talk to this Ebubago and the Anambra vigilante in the Nnewi headquarters. If we look for one IPOB member that entered that place again and miss, everybody must watch the back of each other. We are in a very dangerous period. If they sell you for 10,000 naira, the person who sold you for 10,000 naira, we will catch him. He will pay dearly. Everybody should know that. Betrayal will never pay. And we are not going to tolerate this nonsense. IPOB have scattered the internal security on the ground. Who will monitor all this rubbish? And when every information come and process very well, we found out that any coordinator, last time in Anambra, a coordinator involved in kidnapping and criminality, ESN caught him and he was expelled on this platform by Mazi Chinasa. We don't play, we don't joke. We abhor criminality in what we are doing. Because the life of our people. If we can do that to an IPOB coordinator who involved in criminality, who are you then? We will not do it to. Call for one when you are not IPOB member. All of you who because of money, in IPOB, we have our limits. Even when Mazi Nnamdi is there, we know what he can do. We know the things he does. We know the way he takes care of people. Because Mazi Nnamdi is in the hands of the enemy, they come and told you that the leadership sold Mazi Nnamdi. If the leadership sold Mazi Nnamdi, why are we still here talking? Why are we still here talking after 1 year plus? risk our life, do everything. We sold Mazi Nnamdi. Oh, they have sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It will kill you. And those who have deceived you with $100 and $200 from America, from Europe, they send you $100, $200. You go, you take everything, pretending you have an idea, and they put. Therefore, this evening, I am giving an instruction that if you know you are an ESN command, if you know that you are part of the volunteer in Anambra Nnewi in particular, you must report to the camp. We don't want to see any of you inside Nnewi from this night. You know your commander. All of you must return to the camp. If you know you are on sick leave, you know you are from the leave from the from assignment, you must return to the camp this night. By tomorrow, if you know we found you in Nnewi, if we found you any ESN or any IPOB volunteer, you know you're supposed to be inside the camp and you are still in Nnewi hanging around. If we catch you, you must all return to the base as soon as possible. That is an instruction this night. Mazi Chinedu, I will stop here, but once again, let me greet Biafrans. I know this program has taken a very long time, but we are coming here to make sure we clarify certain issues.
Mazi, before you stop, there is this also about to alert people that ESN is not on social media.
Yes, Mazi.
Yes,
Mazi. Let me make it very clear also for our people to understand. There are Facebook, the Facebook account people have. You know people on Facebook. ESN is not on Facebook. ESN has no spokesperson. ESN have none of their officers, commander who is on Facebook, not on Twitter, not on Instagram. ESN is under IPOB leadership. That is why every information comes from the media and publicity secretary. Because IPOB manage ESN. ESN is for the security of our land, and there is nobody assigned to be their spokesperson. Nobody assigned to manage any Facebook account for them. That is one thing we have to make clear, and people should understand it very, very clear. Also, if you know you are in Olo, with the information we are getting this night, in Amebu, in Osu, Olu province, the information we are having this night is that a group of Nigerian military have invaded Amebu in Osu, shooting sporadically, and the villagers have all run in helter-skelter. We don't know exactly what is the problem, but as soon as I go out from this place, we will make sure we investigate, and by tomorrow, all of you know the frontline IPOB media warriors. On Radio Biafra is where we receive the message. If it is not on Radio Biafra, every other thing, that is up to you. Also, ESN has no WhatsApp group. ESN have no Signal group. ESN have no Skype group. Nothing. I'm making it very clear. ESN have no WhatsApp group. ESN have no Signal group. ESN have no Skype group. ESN have their own secured means of communication. So if you are going and joining a WhatsApp group that they say is here, you are part of it, you know you have given your identity to criminals, to Nigerian agents. One thing is that when you join them, after some time you disappear. Nobody, look at what our brother is talking from Italy. This now, something have happened to him. They say it's autopilot. This one in Italy, autopilot. You don't know what have happened to them. Maybe they are people, because when you betray them, they kill you. That's what they do. Most of them are in the jail today. They are not talking. Why? They feel ashamed because they know autopilot put them inside. They were misled. Most of them found. And when they stay a little bit, they will now contact somebody outside and say that I am ESN. I was arrested since April. They arrested me somewhere. Nobody have come to me. What is your name? He brings the name. We run in our data, run our check, run in the camp where he said this. They said this is not ESN. This is those people, criminals gathered with autopiloters that are. We have. It's like an IPOB member. If you call, I am IPOB member. 1 minute, Mazi, if somebody call on air now, say I am IPOB member, before we finish this program, people will say yes, it's IPOB. His coordinator will give information. The same thing in ESN, because every ESN member comes from an IPOB root. He have a family where he belongs. Even if he goes out from ESN tomorrow, he returns to his normal family, IPOB family. That is it. And that is the structure of IPOB. Every day I'm not very honored. I am ESN, I am a spokesperson, I am this. Some stupid fools who like to talk nonsense. Ezro shine akro shirt na China shoe. You come out and be dancing on Facebook. You think Biafra struggle is for Sengai people. This is a real business. This is a real life of people. We mean business. We mean the business of freedom. We don't come here to play. We come here to make sure that this thing people are saying that we are going to get it. It's a do or die affair. Do you think if we fail and fold up IPOB, do you think any of us will leave? They will hunt us one after the other. That is why we can never stop. That is why until we restore Biafra, that's why most times we say it is Biafra or death. And that Biafra we must restore. From me, from here, good evening.
There were Mazi. Biafrans and lovers of freedom, nothing to add. We've had it all. Therefore, when I told you, I would have told you, it's not the same. Ntebonka, information is power. As one other we put it, one other media. It is powerful or power when you use that information positively. Because you can get information, you don't use it. You just discard it or allow it to fall. It becomes useless. So what we are doing is to give our people the needed information. When you are armed with information and you accept it, you use it, you become a different person from others. You run away from ignorance. That is it. Therefore, thank you for listening on today's edition. I'll be here for 4 hours. From me, Mazi Jonathan. From here, it is simply good evening.
Conversation about the unity of Nigeria. And I look at the topic, Igbo quest for Nigeria's unity. These are things that agitate my mind. I started thinking about how we've been having this conversation about the unity of Nigeria. And I reflect back at some of the prominent statements made by some of our founding leaders. And I feel that probably this will help us to have a conversation on the Nigerian unity. I just brought 4, not to bore you. First, and I quote, not my statement, Nigeria is not a nation.